We are back. Let's go. We're back for the Orange Bowl. And this, let me tell you, I'm just putting on my glasses so that way I can, not get a headache. Also, I know you guys don't care because it's not like you're watching, you probably don't mind too much of the glare in the glasses. They are blue light resistant, so that just helps me do everything. Plus, they look good. But anyway, I do have to announce one thing to everyone, in that the giveaways will be announced all tomorrow at halftime of the Cotton Bowl. I figured that's the biggest game. I've been very, very busy, and yeah, so the giveaways, for all of you who wonder where the giveaways are, they will be halftime at the Cotton Bowl tomorrow. Just a little bit of a change, but we're going to do two of the giveaway winners tomorrow. I just think it's easier to announce everyone at once. It's better, and I want to, there's a ton of videos that I have to go through and select one winner from. Here's how the giveaway process is going to work. I'm going to go through, and I'm going to select one winner from each video. There won't be any repeats, though. I'll make sure of that, and then I'm going to put everyone in a little bit of a hat and draw names out of the hat at halftime. So it's kind of a double. It's kind of like you get selected for the giveaway, and then there's an elimination of those selected names because we have more than 20 videos to comb through, and I don't have enough money to do to have 20 winners for $40 in total. is kind of how that works. So make sure before we begin here to share, subscribe, hit the bell. I'm very excited for this game. As all of you know, I picked Penn State to win 24-20. That's my score prediction here. Wouldn't be shocked at all if Notre Dame wins because Notre Dame's a good team. I think that Penn State roster-wise is better. Notre Dame coaching-wise is better. I think that Penn State, though, has too many roster mismatches for Notre Dame to account for entirely without a majorly superior game plan by Marcus Freeman, Al Golden, and Mike Denbrock. I think that Penn State has an advantage in rushing offense, rushing defense, and I think passing offense for these two teams is kind of a push. Pass yards allowed per attempt would tell you it's Notre Dame, but yards allowed per completion would scream Penn State. So Penn State may actually have the better pass defense, and we all know that Penn State is the better pass offense. The only area where Notre Dame is definitively better than Penn State analytically is special teams and obviously turnovers, but we're talking about entire position groups. Turnovers is more so really the whole team. A little bit of luck involved. Obviously a lot of coaching involved as well. I did see that Carson Beck is in the portal. Just a rule for all of you guys, we're going to be very busy. I expect the concurrent viewers to really rise up, especially since we started earlier this time, so eventually we're going to get into the algorithm. I expect us to get a lot of views. I do, and therefore the chat will be busy. I'll be busy calling the game and trying to answer as many questions as we can. I think that at the end of the day, though, what do you call it? At the end of the day, the chat might be too busy for me to answer everything, though. That's kind of the point I'm trying to make. And there's also something special for this game. Oh, wow. They're just showing one side of the Orange Bowl, though. There's a lot of white in the stands, and that's all Penn State. So I wonder how this is gonna go. Obviously, the last semifinal game that was the Orange Bowl was Georgia versus Michigan in 2021, where Michigan just got destroyed. Thank you, Mr. Diesel Doug. Yeah, I try my hardest to do this. Chris Lane says, I'll answer everything, LOL. Yeah, as the chat gets busier, super chats will kind of almost be a requirement for me to answer consistent questions, just because there will be, so like right now we just got like another 20 people coming in. I bet you by kickoff we might be up to 100. Wouldn't surprise me at some point if we have 1,000 concurrent viewers. That wouldn't shock me at all. And I know tomorrow's game, because all the Buckeye fans on here that will get notified when I go live for that, and I've been engaging with Texas fans, tomorrow's stream might be the biggest stream in the history of college football with Sam. So thank you all for being on here. Thank you all for moderating. Actually, Bad A Buckeye, I'm going to make you a moderator. We just need as many moderators as possible so that we have the power to remove bots. That's very helpful. So Penn State's coming out of the tunnel now. The thing I have, and not everyone who, whatchamacallit, I don't even know if I should be saying this, but not everyone who will be with us throughout the video and also for the post-game live, where I'm going to be reacting to this game, giving brief thoughts on the game, touching on the future of these two teams, and then we'll kind of do a deep dive reaction to this on Saturday when I go live. At the end, not at the end, but anyway, what's going to happen is I'm going to be calling this game, doing play-by-play color commentary, interacting with you. Also, thank you, Zachary Brown, for the $10 super chat. I have Skycast View, so I'm going to get to see everything, and I think that'll really help with my analysis. I have YouTube TV, so I get that for all ESPN games. I was just recently informed of that, which is sweet. Hoping that other networks can do that, because I love all 22 film. Like, I really want to learn how to break down film and be better at that. Zachary Brown, thank you for the $10 super chat. Looking forward to seeing you on TV in a couple years. Know you can do it. It'll be awesome. It'll be awesome today and tomorrow. That's a very kind comment of you. Thank you very much. I hope that one day soon I am on TV. That would be awesome. And yes, I do believe that I can do that. And today will be incredible. All my homework is done. Thankfully, all I have to do for tomorrow's one class is readings, and the class is in the afternoon, so I'll just do them tomorrow, kind of while I prep for the Cotton Bowl. That's incredible. And again, Zachary Brown, thank you for your $10 super chats, your first ever on the stream. Thank you for hosting. Thank you for hosting, Sam. Looking forward to a great game. Sam, do you think that if Notre Dame wins in Ohio... Do you think that if Notre Dame wins and Ohio State wins, do you think that it'll be the most watched national championship game ever? I don't know, if I'm being honest. I don't know. Well, Abdul Carter's out there. His shoulder... No, that's not Abdul Carter. Looked like number 11, but it's not. It's not number 11. It's number 41. Uniforms are awesome, though. I love Penn State's home uniforms. I love the Orange Bowl patch, and I love Notre Dame, what they're wearing as well. I don't think it'll be the most watched ever. Maybe because they have they have two of the biggest fan bases in the nation, but I also get the sense that Ohio State would probably pretty quickly get up on Notre Dame, and I don't think the game would be the most entertaining. So I don't know. I'd lean towards saying no, but if it was very entertaining, possibly. I go to school at Michigan, by the way, Mr. Diesel Doug. I go to school at the University of Michigan. Just started today. Technically, winter semester started yesterday, but I didn't have any classes yesterday. My classes are Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. I have Wednesday off, which is kind of convenient because U of M's class scheduling is something I really actually don't like, because there's for all classes that are 4 credits or more, which are most classes, especially the more advanced you get, you have to go 3 days, and for some classes even 4. So not exactly convenient for someone like me who's traveling like from 30 minutes away, but then again, it's cheaper for me to travel from 30 minutes away. So I'm grateful. And yeah, told you guys before kickoff, we've already broken 100 concurrent viewers. Everyone, please stay on, because you're not going to find you're not going to find this game live, at least in a stable, bless me, way through YouTube. So stay on for the color commentary, for the analysis, for the play-by-play. I have a depth chart right in front of me. I have a scoreboard that's going to update and all these different things. We're going to have an awesome Orange Bowl. If I'm wrong about who's going to win, I'm wrong. If I'm right, I'm right. I mean, this is football right here. And you all know me. I'm objective. Ohio State fans even joke about how I'm one of them despite being a Michigan fan. That's how you know I'm objective. And apparently a lot of action came forward on Penn State, like a ton of it right before kickoff. I don't know if that was public or if like a whale came in, but Penn State is actually going to close the line favored by 1.5 points. If you're Bald Father Betts, who came on the channel, he got it at plus to Penn State. So 3.5 point shift since he bet and since he made his video talking about how he was taking Penn State in this matchup. Notre Dame is going to kick off here. Penn State will receive, so I'm just going to give Penn State the possession, assuming that Notre Dame doesn't execute like what would be a super cool onside kick. Notre Dame's going to kick it off. Their kickoff specialist for Notre Dame, number 88. That's Parker Lewis. Well, that's not Parker Lewis. That's my bad. That's the first error of the show. We got depth charts incorrect. I will fix that. I will fix that during a commercial break. But Penn State's coming on, so I don't think it matters a whole lot. You're bringing out Drew Aller. You're bringing out Katron Allen, Nicholas Singleton. We'll see if Abdul Carter comes out on defense. It's going to be 1st and 10. It looks like Notre Dame, they're playing with one high safety, Xavier Watts back there, just making sure he has a blanket over everything. It's going to be a pitch to Singleton, and Singleton breaks a tackle, and Singleton gets about a gain of 5, maybe 6. It'll be 2nd down at the 30, maybe 31 of Penn State. So a gain of 6 right there. 2nd and 4. That's the first play of the game. Singleton was able to break that tackle fairly easily. Looked pretty effortless. Something to keep in mind is that Penn State has a equally lethal rushing offense to Notre Dame. It's one of the best in the country. Looks like Notre Dame's going to send a blitz, probably a 6-man blitz. Aller's adjusting the O-line, checking everything. And yes, he does get pressured, but he has it off to Singleton, and Singleton, is he gone? No, but he's out to the Notre Dame 46. It was a quick halfback pass to Singleton out of the backfield. They're already in Notre Dame territory, and Aller was just able to stay calm in the pocket. That's something that he wasn't able to do against Boise State. I mean, Penn State's protection wasn't perfect, but it was perfectly called by Kotelnicki. It looked like they knew exactly what was coming. Notre Dame got interior leverage, but Penn State had, wide open space on the sides to the sideline, outside of the tackle box. It is going to be a handoff to Singleton, and Singleton is only going to get maybe a gain of 2, maybe 1. Yeah, a gain of 1, out to the 45 instead of the 46 of Notre Dame. So it'll be 2nd and 9. They substitute. Katron Allen's in the game now. No Nicholas Singleton, went back to the sidelines. Of course, number 44, Tyler Warren, is in the game. And starting on the O-lines, Nick Dawkins at center, Sal Wormley and Olivega Ione at guard. We'll continue the matchup when we're done. And, oh wow, that was miscommunication right there for Penn State. Aller was looking for Amari Evans on kind of a, I don't know if it was a corner route or what route that was, but there was clear miscommunication. And Leonard Moore tried to pick that off and nearly did, if not for Amari Evans being in the way. But yeah, Olivega Ione, Nick Dawkins, and Sal Wormley are on the interior of the O-line for Penn State. And Drew Shelton and Nolan Rucci are the tackles in this game, number 66 and number 72. Drew Shelton being the left tackle. Penn State's in a very tight formation here on 3rd and 9. 13:09 left in the game. They motion Warren out to the right. Katron Allen's still in there, and it looks like going to be a false start on Penn State. Going to move him back to midfield to the 50. Let's see what the penalty is, though. Yep, false start on Penn State. Killer penalty. Really killer penalty. Now they're going to have to try and convert a 3rd and 14, or maybe, get 10 yards, 4th and 4. You're at the 41. Possibly you want to go for it right there. Ryan Barker is not a Superman at kicker. He's reliable, but he's not, like I said, he's not Superman. They're going to line up Tyler Warren at quarterback. Then they're going to shift him to the left. Aller is checking his O-line. I wonder if Notre Dame brings pressure here. They do, but he's well protected. and Katron Allen only gets about a gain of 6 out to the 44 of Notre Dame. So it'll be 4th and 8. I would expect Penn State to punt here. Maybe they'll go for it, but I would expect them to bring out the punt team on 4th and 8. They got into Notre Dame territory, but Notre Dame, that defense is basically all about bending and not breaking to a large degree. They're content letting you get to midfield, and once you get to midfield, it's very hard to get past that. So Riley Thompson's going to punt this away for Penn State. Punt is off. How good of a punt is it? It's going to be fair caught at about the 10. So Notre Dame will have to drive 90 yards to get a touchdown. Good job by Riley Thompson, a punter who honestly has struggled at times this season. And now we'll get to see Notre Dame's offense and Riley Leonard come out. They taking a commercial break? Yep, they are taking a commercial break. Okay, perfect. I'm going to insert some ads here. And what I'm going to do outside of that is just look at the Notre Dame depth chart so I can get their like special teams right. One of the first things I noticed in this game is it's really the first drive, so I'm not going to do any takeaways. I mean, I think that Aller is calmer than he was last game, but we'll see what that does, or how that is throughout the game. Okay, so Mitch Jeter is their kicker. Guys, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, make sure to hit the notification bell. You, of course, know how that... You all know how that rolls. Of course you do. I'm just going to use this time to fix the depth chart. In the next commercial break, I'll be open to answering some questions. I'm very excited to see... Very excited to see Notre Dame's offense, because their offense is actually pretty poor in terms of gaining yards, but they're very well coordinated, and I wonder what Denbrock is going to do right out of the gate. Wouldn't be shocked if they try and spam outside zone and just maybe test Penn State's second level tackling. But the sad thing is, of course, if you're Notre Dame, is if Penn State's able to shut that down, I don't know what to tell you, if I'm being honest. If they can shut down the outside zone, Notre Dame's going to need like miraculous turnovers to win this game. Okay, game is back on, so we'll get to see Notre Dame's first drive, and yeah, 200 concurrent viewers, guys. Pump up the subs, pump up the likes, do all those things. I appreciate it very much. But the depth chart is updated. Riley Leonard is back there alone. Abdul Carter is out there at number 11, so he is going to try and play. They're wrapping up his left arm, which is where I think he got hurt. Notre Dame has it 1st and 10, by the way, at their own 10. So we'll see how this goes. Leonard is going to go back to throw. It is going to be an outside throw to Mitchell Evans, and Mitchell Evans gets about a gain of 6. Maybe 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. Mitchell Evans is probably their best receiving threat at tight end. So similar to Penn State in that, where the tight end's your best receiving threat. But I think Penn State has more athleticism at receiver and has a better tight end as well. Jeremiah Love is in the game, though, for Notre Dame. It's 2nd and 4. The starters for Notre Dame's offensive line are as follows. Pat Coogan at center. At guard, Rocco Spindler and Billy Scruth. Leonard back to pass. He hands it off, and Jeremiah Love picks up a first down. So it'll be 1st and 10 from about the 23. Nice little run there by Jeremiah Love for, I'd say, a gain of 6. Nice blocking up front. They're going to line up Love as a receiver now. Leonard back alone there in the backfield. 1st and 10 for Notre Dame from the 22. 11:28 left in the game. Leonard can run. Wouldn't be shocked if this was a QB draw. It is. And he just picks up a gain of like maybe 2 or 3. I'd say 2 based off of that spot. Yeah, gain of 2, I think. So it's going to be, 2nd and 8 from the 24. That's something that I think Penn's, like Abdul Carter was the one with the tackle. I think they want Notre Dame to win through the air if Notre Dame is going to win. A little bit of a tight formation there. Got a tight end, number 9, Eli Raridon to the right. They're going to hand it off to Jeremiah Love, and Love's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 8. May have even lost like half a yard right. There's good interior penetration. Abdul Carter in. They're substituting in Amin Vanover, or they're bringing him in. I don't think they're taking Carter out, though. But Carter, what he's been doing right now is they've just been putting him behind the D-line. Kind of gets to do whatever he wants in somewhat of a linebacker look. And now it looks like they're going to put him in between the D tackles and try and let him bull rush Leonard, if possible. Motion Mitchell Evans to the right. It is going to be 3rd and 7. No one is open. Oh my gosh, Mitchell Evans caught that. Nice catch by Mitchell Evans. Nice throw by Riley Leonard. Are they out into Penn State territory? I think they are. Oh yes, they are. They're at the 44 of Penn State. It was a nice throw by Leonard. Nice catch by Evans. That is going to be how they win. And that's a mismatch too. A.J. Harris, the corner, on Mitchell Evans, who's a bigger bodied guy, but also a rare error by Harris, who's one of the nation's best corners. So I wonder how sustainable that's going to be. 1st and 10, Mitchell Evans is on the left. They motion Aeneas Williams right to the left of Leonard. It is going to be a handoff to Williams. Williams picks up maybe a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. So they're trying to run the ball, and then on 3rd and long, Leonard was able to complete that pass. They're going to substitute him out for Jeremiah Love. We have not seen Jadarian Price just yet for the Irish, number 24. So again, the starting O-line is Anthony Knapp, Billy Scruth, Pat Coogan, Rocco Spindler, and Emil Wagner for Notre Dame in this game. It's 2nd and 8, 9 minutes left in the first quarter. Notre Dame does have possession here. They're going to motion Love out once again as a receiver. Leonard back there alone. Will they run him? No. And it's batted down at the line by Amin Vanover, who's more of a true D end than Abdul Carter. Not as good, but more of like a bigger guy, while Abdul Carter's more nimble, could still play linebacker if he wanted. I mean, he was looking for Mitchell Evans, and Amin Vanover just put up his arms and said no. So it's going to be 3rd and 8, 8:47 left in the game, the quarter, correction. Pretend that never happened. It's from the 41 of Penn State. Aeneas Williams is back there for Notre Dame. Wonder if they're going to run. 4 on the play clock. Leonard snaps it back. He's going to look to throw, and it is incomplete. And that was A.J. Harris in coverage. So it is going to be 4th and 8 for Notre Dame. Let's see what they do. They're probably going to punt here. Just you don't want to give Penn State a short field. Yep, Notre Dame will bring out the punt team. So punts so far. What I've noticed so far, just the team's first few drives, what Penn State did was a little bit more sustainable because Notre Dame basically had that one big play and nothing else kind of worked for them. But again, it's early. So of course, we still don't know how this game is going to go. Notre Dame is going to try and pin Penn State deep. And I don't know why. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? I mean, Notre Dame just pinned Penn State inside the 2. At that point, I think what you do is you just let it bounce in the end zone, if at all possible. Just my opinion personally. Oh, so Penn State's offense is going to come out after once again a commercial break. I hate how they do this. But it's just back and forth right now. Both teams have a combined 3 first downs and 84 total yards. I mean, I just think at that rate, what you do is you let it bounce inside the end zone. So that's one takeaway I can write down. PSU makes special team error and then fair catch at 2. Like, they're going to have to go 98 yards to score, and they don't have a kicker with an NFL leg. So that's a mistake there by Penn State. So, and also good punt, by the way, from Notre Dame, their punter being James Rendell. Good punt from him. Let's look at what the chat is having to say here. Thank you guys for killing the bots. I appreciate that. Hey, everyone. Welcome in Crash2488, one of the Heisman members of my Patreon page. If you guys want to support the channel and get some shout-outs from me, join the Patreon page, and the link to that is in the description. Just sign up as an all-conference member for $5 a month, All-American for $10, Heisman for $25. We didn't have any bonus content for the Patreon this season. Want to look into if I can change that for coming seasons, but it is a way to support the channel if you want to support us without having to send constant super chats. It's just a monthly payment. So just wanted to shout that out there. We're getting a ton of concurrent viewers. Make sure to stay in, guys, because, yeah, we provide elite commentary, play-by-play, analysis, and all those great things you love about college football. So, yeah, people are talking about how Penn State and Notre Dame's offenses kind of look bleh, which is understandable. They have not looked too good. So, yeah, Penn State's going to have it from their own 2. It's a prime position if you're Notre Dame to get a safety or to force, a flipping of the field. That's how Notre Dame wins, by the way. Special teams and defense. They're kind of like a more powerful, better coached Iowa, in a sense. Meanwhile, Penn State is more talented in terms of like skill position because their wide receivers have been more productive, same with their tight ends. But they're pretty bad on special teams. The Nittany Lions are. So 1st and 10 from their own 2, 98 yards for Penn State to get a touchdown. Aller is there with Katron Allen. This is a powerful Penn State offensive line. Notre Dame is all of their players except for, except for Xavier Watts within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. They're going to hand it off to Katron Allen. Katron Allen's going to just get back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 2. It was a good job by Notre Dame's D-line. Starters there. R.J. Oben, Howard Cross III. You got Gabriel Rubio, Joshua Burnham for holding their own right there. Good job by them. That was Howard Cross III, who they're highlighting. And Donovan Hinish as well is in the game right now. I actually think he's starting over Rubio currently. So Penn State, 2nd and 10 from their own 2. Notre Dame, once again, is just begging them to test him through the air. They're going to motion Tyler Warren. It is going to be another handoff for Allen. Allen breaks a few tackles and gets about a gain of 8. So it'll be 3rd and 2 from the 10. If Penn State has to punt, at least they have some space, and it's 3rd and 2. So you wonder if they're going to go to their bread and butter here and run it up the gut and maybe get something out of it. Yup, 3rd and 2. It's actually more like 3rd and 3 from the 9. For Penn State, they're huddling. 7:28 left. Again, 3rd and 2. Tyler Warren is out there in bunch formation with Khalil Dinkins and also with Amari Evans. And Harrison Wallace is on the left side. And they are just going to hand it off to Katron Allen, and Allen is going to easily pick up that first down. Gets out to the 15. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the Penn State 15. So this is something I talked about in my preview. Penn State here, it's a tight formation. You kind of figure they're going to run or do some type of play action. I love right there, it's number 71, Olavega Ione with an elite block. Oh, Aller, that was a bad pass by him. He was looking for Harrison Wallace, overthrew it. And if Adon Schuler was, I think, paying more attention, if that could have been a pick. That's something Notre Dame's pretty good at, is getting picks, forcing fumbles, turning them into scores on their own, or their offense taking advantage of turnovers. 2nd and 10 from the 15. But Penn State, early on, looks like they are going to have some success on the ground. Katron Allen is still in the game. They motion Tyler Warren in, still on the left side, beside Drew Shelton, probably going to help block. And Katron Allen, he gets out to the 20, maybe 26. So that's going to be 3rd and 5 or 3rd and 4. They're going to bring in Nicholas Singleton for what will be a 3rd down. 6:33 left in the ball, not the ball game. Gosh, why do I always say that? 6:28 left in the first quarter. Penn State has possession. It is from their own 20. It is 3rd and 5, so you would expect to pass here. Aller's back there with Singleton. It looks like Notre Dame's going to try and bring an exotic blitz, and they're lining up in like very wide technique. They do. Aller to pass. It is incomplete, though. That was Clark, Jordan Clark, the nickelback, so it will be 4th and 5. This is just punt, punt, punt. 6:04 left in the first quarter. And he had okay protection, but Drew Shelton has been a bit of a problem for Penn State in pass pro, and he got beat. He got beat in pass protection there. Didn't give Aller much time, and also great defense by Jordan Clark on Harrison Wallace. Riley Thompson does get it off, and nice punt coverage by Penn State right there. Notre Dame is going to have it. Where is that on the field? 1st and 10 at the 35. So not the best punt in the world, but it was a 45-yard punt that's just good, that's competent, and it was nice punt coverage there. Max Hurlman got hit on the return. So Notre Dame will have it 1st and 10 from their own 35. Good field position, 5:56 left in the ball game. Win probability is slowly going in Notre Dame's favor, I think just because they're winning the field position battle, if nothing else, but it's pretty competitive. So let me insert some ads. If you guys have any super chats, send them my way. Of course, I'll try and answer questions when I can, but we're already at 300, 400 concurrent viewers. It's only going to get bigger from here on out. So I'll write that down. PSU, for now, is doing better than Notre Dame at running the ball and also at blocking, which is encouraging. I think if you're Penn State in that regard, you want to keep the ball out of harm's way, but Notre Dame has been pretty good in coverage, which I never thought in this game that Penn State was just going to tear open this Notre Dame secondary, but it's still something to take note of. Still very much something to take note of. Okay, so Notre Dame does have the ball back here. The Fighting Irish, by the way, are 13-1. Penn State is 13-2. These teams are both top 6 according to ESPN's Football Power Index. They are both top 5. When you look at points per play margin, Notre Dame is second only behind Ohio State. Penn State is 5th in the nation. They've been rising as teams like Oregon have fallen, as Texas has not had, too shabby of performances here. Notre Dame analytically in terms of, scoring offense and defense is better than Penn State. When you look at the yards and total offense and defense, Penn State's better. Notre Dame's the more efficient team. Penn State, I think, is the team with the higher ceiling. I think the data bears that out. Marcus Sutton, thank you for saying high five the like button. I was very happy to see you with Connor last night. Michael Valdez says, and same with Armand Hammer. Yeah, I enjoy going on Corn Crazed. But just type in Corn Crazed on YouTube, guys, and give him a follow if you haven't already. Like hit his subscribe button. Also, click his notification bell. He does wonderful work over there. Thank you very much. So, yeah, I mean, I love going on his channel. I'll try and have him on mine soon to specifically talk about Nebraska. And yeah, we're now at 400, 500 concurrent viewers. I only expect this to get bigger throughout the video, especially since it's a semifinal game. It's like the only game that's on for the day, so people will want to see that. But thank you. Oh, going for gold _85. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I appreciate it. I will read it at the next commercial break, but I've highlighted it on my screen so that way I can read it when the next commercial break hits. But Riley Leonard is back there. We finally see Jadarian Price. It's 1st and 10 from the 35. Let's see what Notre Dame does. It is going to be a throw by Leonard was that tipped at the line, or was that just... Yeah, he was hit as he threw. I think by Abdul Carter. He had a guy who was wide open. I mean wide open. But Abdul Carter almost got held there. It's by number 59 for Notre Dame, Emil Wagner. And Wagner just got... He looked like the SMU left tackle when Abdul Carter faced off against him. So Carter's lining up again in wide tech. I think he's going to try and exploit that until Notre Dame changes it. It's 2nd and 10. That was an incomplete pass from Notre Dame's own 35. 5:51 left in the game. Leonard checks. It's 4 seconds left on the play clock. 3. They do get it off. It is going to be a speed option that Leonard keeps for only a gain of 3. Carter was reading both guys there, and therefore Leonard couldn't get much success. It's going to be 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7. Another good play by Carter. And Carter, that shoulder's obviously, I think, taped up to a certain degree, but he looks, he's playing pretty well. Very well. So I think he's closer to 100% than even 50% or even 60% right now. 3rd and 7, 5:19 left in the quarter from their own 37. Penn State looks like they're going to send pressure, and they get a false start on Notre Dame. They shifted the line, brought the linebackers forward. They had 2 high safety, but Notre Dame false started. So they're going to move all the way back to their, 30... They're going to move back to the 33, I think, 33, 32. It's going to be 3rd and 12. Yep. 3rd and 12 for Notre Dame. They've converted a 3rd and long before with Leonard to Evans, but we'll see what happens because Carter is lining up on Wagner again. And the nice thing about the Skycast is I can kind of see everything. We'll see what happens here, though. Leonard again is checking with his offensive line, pointing out people who might be coming. And, oh my gosh, Leonard has all day in the world, and it's picked off. Penn State gets the first turnover of the game. Leonard heaved it in the air, and it was picked off by not Zion Tracy, but Zakee Wheatley, the free safety. Penn State has the football at their own 42 with excellent field position. Leonard just kind of heaved that up there as a prayer, and Penn State picked it off. Huge play. Massive play, and Pat Kraft is on the sidelines hyping up his team. It's the athletic director for the Nittany Lions. They're going to take no, they're not going to take a commercial break because that was way too slow. Oh, no, they are. Okay. Fine. Be that way. Going to take a commercial break. They are. We're going to insert ads here too, just very quickly, but then I'll answer the super chat from Going for Gold. Thank you very much for that. What I see here after that drive is Penn State's getting pressure. And they're stopping Leonard from running. And that is not what you want to see if you're a Notre Dame fan, because I think Leonard running is key to winning the game. And Emil Wagner is just getting beat up. It was Carter again. Carter again had the initial pressure. Thankfully, Billy Scroth and Rocco Spindler and Pat Coogan were able to create enough interior space for Leonard to step up in the pocket, but then he made a poor decision throwing that into essentially triple or double coverage. So they're getting pressure on Leonard from the outside right now. There's no doubt about that. All right, but let me read the super chat from Going for Gold _85. Thank you for the $5 super chat, by the way. Very good game so far. As it stands, more impressed with PSU than I am with Notre Dame, but I'd say it looks like exactly the game I thought it was going to be. Thank you again for the $5 super chat, Going for Gold. I very much appreciate it. And yes, it looks like a defensive showing where turnovers matter. The fact that Penn State right now is winning the turnover battle is a little bit surprising because that's Notre Dame's forte. And I said in my preview, and of course I could always be wrong, but I said that if this is a push in turnover that favors Penn State, if Penn State is plus in the turnover, I'd confidently say they're going to win. Notre Dame, because they're not as balanced as Penn State on offense nor defense, needs turnovers, I think, to like at least +1 in the turnovers to comfortably win this game. By comfortably win, I just mean likely come out with a win. KYCH 2008 Carter, like at 60%. If he was all the way healthy, he'd have 3 sacks by now. Yeah, he's getting pressure, which I think is mostly what matters. You'd like to see him get home, but he is getting pressure in a way that Notre Dame necessarily isn't. So, yeah, he's. I'm not saying he's at 100%, but he's playing, and he'll play for the whole game, I bet you. So Penn State has it 1st and 10 from their own 42. Make sure to like and subscribe, everyone. Let's get to 100 likes by the end of the first quarter. I know you guys can do it. Aller's out there with Nicholas Singleton, 1st and 10 at their own 42, 58 yards for a touchdown. Probably need just 28 yards to attempt a field goal. Singleton motions out as a receiver, and he is going to throw it to Singleton, and that's incomplete. I don't know what the camera was doing there. The camera just kind of spazzed. It's 2nd and 10 from the 42. A little bit of a bad throw by Aller. He was under duress, and a little bit of a miscommunication from him and Singleton. It's been a theme from Penn State so far. There's been a bit of a miscommunication in the passing game. I think Notre Dame has been they've shown better chemistry in the passing game than Penn State has so far, if I'm being honest. 2nd and 10 though from the 42. They're motioning in and out Luke Reynolds, and they're going to pass it to him on a screen. No, it's Tyler Warren. And Warren just, he didn't take his helmet off, but he got a first down in Notre Dame territory at the 45. So a gain of 13 there. They used a screen pass with Tyler Warren, and they're going to do a quick handoff with Nicholas Singleton. Singleton gets about a gain of 4, maybe 5 to the Notre Dame 41, maybe to the 40. It's going to be 2nd and 6, maybe 2nd and 5, 4:08 left. Again, Penn State does have possession here. They're driving. And they're going to go quick again with tempo. And, incomplete. Looking for Warren. Just overthrew him. 3rd and 6. That's been the story with Aller all year. Very high ceiling QB. But at the end of the day, he misses those throws that you just got to have. I mean, they're at the Notre Dame 41. I imagine if they run it and maybe get a gain of 3 or 4, they'll go for it. But again, you don't want to give Notre Dame a short field either, because their offense can't sustainably create long drives. That's not who they are. Warren's still in the game even after landing on his shoulder, which is pretty admirable. 3:54 left in the quarter. It is going to be 3rd and 6. They are going to hand it off to Singleton, and Singleton is going to get through. Did he pick up a first down? No. 4th down. They got a gain of like 5, maybe 4. So it's going to be 4th and 2, 4th and 1. 3:40 left in the quarter. Let's see where they spot it at the 37 of Notre Dame. So I think 3rd and 2 is what that would be. Yeah, 4th and 2, not 3rd and 2. 4th and 2. 3:27 left. You're inside the 40. You turn it over here. Notre Dame basically gets it back where they had it on the punt by Riley Thompson the last time. So 7 seconds left on the play clock. They are going to hand it off to Singleton. Singleton easily gets around to the right side of where Aller, of Penn State at least, to the Penn State sideline. Gets a first down, and it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 29. It was a nice little jet sweep there with Singleton getting the handoff, and he picked up a gain of 8, gain of 7 right there. He's not in the game, though. Instead, they got Katron Allen substituted in. It looks like this is going to be kind of a trick play, but nope. They motion in out of a trick formation. And it is going to be a handoff from Katron Allen, who nearly fumbles it, recollects the football in the air, and gets up a gain of 8. So it'll be 2nd and 2 from the 22. Penn State nearing toward the red zone. He nearly fumbled that. He nearly just randomly coughed up the ball. Wasn't holding it very secure. If he was, he probably picks up the first down there. But still a good effort to recollect the football, rein it back in, and get positive yardage. There is going to be a substitution by Penn State. Doesn't look like Notre Dame is going to substitute. 2:06 left in the quarter. Aller commanding the offense. 5 left on the play clock. Snap it with a second, maybe 2. Aller's going to try and scramble out, and he throws it, and it is caught by Luke Reynolds. Yes, by Luke Reynolds at the 15. So it will be, or no, that was at the 15 was a first down because it was 2nd and 2. So 1st and 10 from the 15. Penn State is inside the Notre Dame red zone with 1:30 left in the quarter. This is a long drive. They're showing that they're willing to chew clock. Both Katron Allen and Nicholas Singleton are back in the game, and they got Tyler Warren lined up at quarterback. So you expect that this is going to be a run. It is. It's another jet sweep. Singleton gets all the way down to the 8 of Notre Dame inside the 10. It's going to be 2nd and 3. And what I'm noticing here is Notre Dame is being confused by the motion. They're not assessing it properly. Penn State's used motion on kind of a jet sweep twice to their own sideline, and Notre Dame's not guarding it well. And they're not even set right now, Notre Dame's defenses, and it's going to be a fade way over the head of Singleton, but there's a little bit of confusion on the route, so it's going to be that's going to be 3rd down right there. They didn't even mark it properly. It's going to be 3rd and 3, I believe, maybe 3rd and 4 for Penn State. Yup, 3rd and 4 from the 9. So ESPN on their app has it correctly. The scoreboard up there doesn't, for whatever reason. Again, guys, like the video to help us get to 100 likes by the end of the quarter, and subscribe as well. I'd very much appreciate that. Katron Allen is back there with Drew Aller. Aller takes the snap. He's well protected. He's going to loft it in the corner, and it is picked off. That's an interception. Aller threw it, was confused, and it was an interception. But there are flags, so I wonder maybe OPI on Penn State, maybe a hold on Notre Dame. We'll see, but there are flags everywhere as on the Notre Dame side of the field, on the Notre Dame sideline. We'll see what happens. It is a hold, and the hold is on Notre Dame. That's a killer penalty right there. I mean, you again pick in the end zone. You give your defense a break. Penn State comes away with nothing. There's a hold. And that hold is on, it's on Wallace. And that was from 26, 25, the guy who picked him off. I think 28 maybe, actually. Like Luke Talich. Maybe I'm not reading the number correctly, but it is 1st and 10 now from the 4 of Notre Dame. Notre Dame's bunched in really tight. They are just going to hand it off to Katron Allen, and Allen is going to get down to the 1, maybe the 2. Something's not working with the clock on the scoreboard. The clock is frozen. I don't know what they're doing exactly, but it looks like Penn State might just wait until the 2nd quarter to snap it. Yeah, there's something not right with the game clock. They're going to line up Tyler Warren again at quarterback. Now they're going to shift back with Aller in the shotgun, kind of a trick play. It is a fumble, almost a fumbled snap, and that is just Katron Allen getting back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and goal from the 2. Joshua Burnham right there on the tackle, and that, I think, will take us to the end. Yes, it will. It'll take us to the end of the 1st quarter. So Penn State has it. 3rd and goal from the Notre Dame 2, maybe Notre Dame 3. They have 9 minutes 56 seconds possession. And yeah, we're in the 2nd quarter now. Long drive for Penn State, sustainable drive. We got over 600 concurrent viewers. Hey guys, make sure again to like the video. We're only 28 likes away from 100. Let's get to that number. I appreciate you guys very much. We're going to take a brief little commercial break here. At halftime, I'll go down and get water, but not right now. Of course, if you have YouTube Premium, these ads don't affect you at all. But what I'm noticing so far is, again, Penn State can run on these guys, and they're running on them pretty well. If not for that, again, the 2nd time Penn State almost fumbled, if not for that, they may have gotten in the end zone right there. I think that from what it looks like, Penn State, both of these teams have hurt themselves a bit with self-inflicted errors. Penn State, the near fumbles negating possible yardage or even scores. Notre Dame with that stupid hold. I think right now I'm more impressed with Penn State and what they're putting together. I mean, Aller's 4 of 10 for 49 yards. Not like he's having a good game. By any means, he's not. But what Penn State is doing is they're running for 4.2 yards per carry, and they have 55 rushing yards at the end of the 1st quarter, where Kotelnicki's offense, again, heats up in the 2nd quarter, cools off a bit after halftime, but their 1st quarter is typically their worst, and they almost had a touchdown drive in the 1st quarter. So we'll see where all this goes. But again, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, make sure to hit the notification bell. Both teams, I wouldn't say it's nervousness. I'd say both teams look desperate. That's what it is. I think those mistakes are out of desperation. They want this game. Both of these teams do very, very badly. Very badly. All right, let me look here at the chat. Thank you guys for taking care of the mods. Like, seriously, you're just assassinating these bots over here. It's killing them. According to FPI, Penn State currently has a 55.3% chance to win the game. And remember, this drive was kicked off by Notre Dame throwing a pick, by Riley Leonard throwing a pick. Leonard's 2 of 6 for 38 yards and an interception. Their leading rusher is Jeremiah Love with 2 carries for 6 yards. They're averaging 2.6 yards per carry right now. But now we're starting the second quarter. Someone's saying run Warren, which I think would be a pretty smart idea here. Again, the scoreboard's not updated. I don't know why that is. So I'm gonna have to, I can't rely on the scoreboard. I can give you guys time estimates, but not much more. It is going to be 3rd and goal from the 3. I wonder what Penn State will do here. I mean, it is going to be a pass. It is going to... Oh, my gosh. Low throw by Aller. Incomplete. Singleton had it in the end zone, but Aller just dirted it. Threw it low. That was an easy touchdown pass right there. Just a bad throw by Aller. I don't know how you throw it that poorly. Wow. That's bad. That was a bad pass by Aller. And Freeman's upset because he knows that should have been a touchdown, but alas, it's not. So Ryan Barker will come in to kick the field goal. I think that's the smart move. I think points here definitely matters. And are they calling a timeout? Who's calling a timeout? Again, they're not updating the scoreboard, and I don't know why that is. Like, I don't know if like someone had a heart attack in the studio. Hopefully not. Timeout Notre Dame. So Notre Dame takes a timeout. I wonder if they're going to try and block this thing, especially since Penn State has had short field goals blocked before. Minnesota, for example. But yeah, I mean, that was killer right there. The 4th and goal dropped pass. I mean, that should have been a TD. But killer there. Aller, so far, this is something I'm going to write down, start of the second quarter. Aller is playing, I'm going to say terribly. He's made some bad reads and some horrific throws. He's not having a good game. Needed the touchdown there. This is a win, a little bit of a win for Notre Dame's defense, but of course without Penn State's playing offensively. 1st and 10. Field goal's good. It's going to be 3-0 Penn State. Ryan Barker makes what is essentially, yeah, a 20-yard field goal right there. And they're not updating the scoreboard, but Penn State gets on the board first. They make their field goal. Penn State's given a 50.5% chance to win this game per FPI, which is pretty good given that Notre Dame started off the game with close to a 60% chance to win. And I don't know why they're not updating the scoreboard. It's so weird. And if so, may have to kind of change that. But they're not even going to jump to commercials, which is good. Very happy with that. We're only 13 likes away from 100, guys. So please, if you haven't already, like the stream. I'd appreciate that a lot. Only 13 away, and I want to get to, if possible, don't know if this is possible at all, but I'd love to get to 500 before the half. Love to. Let's look briefly at what the chat is saying while the kickoff is happening. Is Aller leaving for the draft or coming back? He's coming back. And I'd say, like, with this game performance, even if Penn State wins it all, he better not leave. Like, he's not ready, and I think even he knows that. Gabriel Nwosu is going to kick this off. It will be back into the end zone. Notre Dame will just let it bounce in the end zone. It's 3-0 Notre Dame right now. 3 likes away from 100, by the way, guys. But Riley Leonard's coming back out on the field after he threw that pick. Got to 100 likes. Thank you guys so much. Thankfully, for Notre Dame, the defense only gave up 3. Penn State right now has 10 minutes and 4 seconds of possession. If you are Notre Dame, what you want is you want a sustainable drive here. You don't want to just punt it right back to Penn State, who knew they could have, earned a touchdown, instead settled for 3. Leonard is going to hand it off to Jadarian Price, and Price loses about 5. And that was, I believe, Zane Durant. No, it was... Who even is that? It's Smith Vilbert. It's like their third. It's their third D end essentially, because Vilbert's not as good as Vanover, who's not as good as Sutton, who's not as good as Carter. It's a big play right there by Penn State's defense. So Notre Dame, it's 2nd and 14 from the 21 right now. Leonard is back there again with Price. Just the run game isn't working right now. Penn State looks like they want to send pressure of some kind. They are going to, but Price, I think. Yeah, he gets a long run there. They stick to the run. They get about a gain of 12, maybe 13. That right there is going to be 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2 from the 33 of Notre Dame. Good run there after the initial, 4-yard TFL. Good run. You'd expect Leonard to maybe QB power this. Penn State's defense looks a bit unprepared. But we'll see what happens. It is just going to be a speed option where Leonard picks up the first down. Just barely picks it up. So 1st and 10 from the 35, maybe 36. Riley Leonard, 3-yard run. So, that 4-yard TFL typically is fatal to Notre Dame. And there is an injured player down. What number is that? I hope he's okay. It looks like... Did I see... I see a 4 at the end. It's obviously an offensive lineman. I think that's Anthony Knapp, because I saw Billy Scruoth standing up. That means they're going to have to bring in Tosh Baker if Anthony Knapp is really banged up, and that sucks. Really good offensive tackle for the Irish. Wow. Yep, that is going to hurt if another tackle for Notre Dame goes down. I mean, they're well coached there. So it's not like certain teams where you lose an offensive lineman and your line just implodes and you have to scheme around him. But it does hurt if he is going to be out for multiple snaps, for example. Okay, let me get back in the chat here. It did crash, so I have to restart it. But thank you guys for the support so far. The stream has been pretty incredible. What else can I say? So far, did I just move something? Yes, I did. I did just move something, but that's no big deal. I moved it right back to its initial place. Okay. So yeah, I mean, what happened there on the long run for Notre Dame is just I think Penn State was expecting pass, and Notre Dame's like, no, we're gonna stick to our bread and butter. Which, if you're Penn State, part of me wonders, like, almost, I don't know if this is smart at all. Part of me almost wonders, why don't you send pressure like every time? Make sure you stop the run and make sure you get in Leonard's head a bit, because Leonard right now is not playing well. I mean, he can't run for long gains. He had a really bad pass. And yeah, let me see what the chat is saying though. Thank you, Marcus Sutton, for the compliment. He says I do incredible work. The extra yard says both these quarterbacks are playing average. Indeed, they are. Indeed, they are playing average. That's a good comment from you. Good observation. I'm going to add to the Aller is playing terribly, but so is Leonard. What was interesting there is how Penn State on that, initial 3rd down situation inside the 10, one of their receivers beat one of Notre Dame's corners. I have not seen, right off the line in that way, I have not seen a Notre Dame receiver do that just yet. Not saying it can't happen, because Notre Dame has some athleticism at wide receiver and even tight end, but right now Mitchell Evans is their only guy with any receptions or receiving yards. So it's just something to keep in mind. They're coming back out, though. They do check in Aeneas Williams. They are ruling that he picked up the first down. Come on, guys. There's no reason to rule that any differently. Or are they saying it's 4th down? Yeah, it's 1st down. First down from the 36. They're going to have Williams to the side of Leonard. Wonder if this might be a speed option, especially as they're motioning in the receiver or tight end. And looks like a timeout by Notre Dame. Is that what's going on here? Another Notre Dame timeout? Might very well be. Notre Dame only has 2 timeouts remaining. No, it looks like they're not gonna use a timeout here. Looks like they're just resetting the play. The refs are. Notre Dame has possession, obviously. It's 1st and 10 from the 36. $13-16 left in the half. 11-16 left before the 2-minute warning. Penn State 3, Notre Dame nothing is the current score. And they're taking a pretty long time to... Oh, they finally have the clock going. Finally. Alrighty. Penn State's linemen are basically all standing up or crouching. They're not doing all that much. It is going to be a pass that is caught for about a gain of 8. A little bit of a sprint out there by Leonard. That was Mitchell on the reception. Chris Mitchell, transferred in from Florida International. It's going to be 2nd and 2 from the 43 of Notre Dame. So they're putting together a little bit of a drive here. See if they can pick up this first down. Jadarian Price checks in. Got Mitchell Evans on the left side of the O-line. Looks like Tosh Baker has came in for Anthony Knapp, by the way. So he is out for now. Leonard back to throw. He is under duress. He is pressured. And he is going to get up about a gain of 4, take a big hit. He's going to pick up a first down, though. But he did get pressured, had to escape, pick up a gain of about 4. And Penn State was punching at the football there. It's 1st and 10 from the 46 of Notre Dame. Mitchell Evans is out, not by the line, but kind of out as his own receiver. 12 minutes left in the quarter. Jeremiah Love is back. Suspect that it'll be a run here. That's Notre Dame's bread and butter. They want to get that run game going. Leonard adjusts the play. It is going to be a run for Jeremiah Love, and Love is able to get out to the 49 of Penn State. So a gain of 6 on the ground. It'll be 2nd and... Actually, no, that'll be a gain of... Sorry, my apologies. There'll be a gain of like 8. Be 2nd and 2. So 2nd and shorts. That's what Notre Dame... No, it will be 2nd and 6. I'm getting confused here. I don't know why. But then again, ESPN was confused for several minutes here, and they just solved it. Leonard is back there alone. Wouldn't be shocked if he's going to do a designed run. He does. And he is chased down, and he's tackled at his own 46. That is by not A.J. Harris, but that is by Zakee Wheatley, the free safety, who flied in and got Leonard back there. It was a QB draw, but there was little to no space up on the D-line. It was just covered very, very well. And it's going to be 3rd and long now for Notre Dame. They're back in their own territory. It's 3rd and 10. Williams checks in. Tosh Baker is still there. Guys, be praying for Anthony Knapp. I hope that he's okay. But Tosh Baker's in there. Looks like Penn State's going to want to send some type of pressure. Leonard is going to adjust the play. 3 on the play clock. 2, 1. They do snap it, do get it off. It is going to be a screen, and it's a screen that is tackled at the 49, so it will be 4th and 6. Penn State will probably force a punt here with 10:14 left in the quarter. That's exactly what's going to happen. So what Penn State is doing very well right now is they're just holding their own at the point of attack. They're not letting Notre Dame get many, if any, looks in the run game. What Notre Dame wants to do on the ground, run Leonard and use Leonard to keep the defense honest so that Love and Price can do something, is not working right now. I mean, what Penn State's doing a good job of at the second level is keeping their eye on the ball. They're doing a very good job at that right now. And this ball will be fair caught at the 10 by Zion Tracy. So Penn State will have it 1st and 10. Actually, correction, it's, 1st and 10 at the 10. Their own 10. 90 yards for a touchdown. Probably 65 yards for a field goal attempt. At least one that Ryan Barker can make. And we do have a commercial break. So Notre Dame punts. Game's pretty back and forth right now. Notre Dame did have a long drive that burned some time, so that's good to rest their defense, but they got nothing out of it. All right, guys, let's get up to 300 likes before halftime. I'd appreciate that a lot. We're at 120 right now. Means we're 180 away. We could do for some more likes around here. And also subscribe. Thank you very much. Let me see what people are talking about. People are talking about the Texas-Ohio State game. I will tell you guys that I didn't have time to do a deep dive. I didn't with school and all the other content. I did all the, you saw I had 4 guests on the show this week. Kind of already did a deep dive for the games, for being honest, like an hour 30. If we're counting, for counting exact minutes, we did almost like 2.5 hours of content for the Cotton Bowl. I now believe that Texas is going to cover. I still think Ohio State's going to win, but I will say here publicly, so it's on the record, I do think Texas is going to cover. People are memory holing the regular season offensive line, and they're actually memory holing the postseason offensive line. The Ohio State offensive line has still not been good at run blocking. What has helped them is Chip Kelly being a genius, which I still expect from him in the Cotton Bowl. Ryan Day, obviously, is a genius, and so is Jim Knowles. But I think that Texas is so physical and fast on defense that they're going to frustrate this OSU offense a bit. But Texas's offense is not good enough to score points on a Jim Knowles defense consistently. So, therefore, that's why I still think Ohio State's going to ultimately win this game. Okay, people are talking about Gorilla Suplex. Do you ever cover the pros? No, I do not. Although, go Lions. I hope they win the Super Bowl. Armand Hammer, Bot War. Yes, they're so annoying. I just hope that they go away. Hope that they can go away. Frustrating. But, oh well, the show must go on. Let's try and get this up to 1,000 concurrent viewers, and also I'm going to go for, let's shoot for 300 likes. If we don't make that, that's okay. We're only 74 likes away from 200, so let's get to that number here. I'm also going to write down that Leonard looks slow on the ground, but that's probably due to Penn State's speed on defense. It is going to be a play action from Aller. He is looking deep and overshot his man Singleton. Singleton in a mismatch there. He was on Notre Dame's Jaden Osbury, number 4. That's a mismatch. Singleton on a linebacker, wheel route, but he overthrew his guy. Again, Aller's just not having a good game right now. He's not. 2nd and 10 from the 10. Not having a good game. He's not having a good game. Drew Aller is not. Needs to settle down. And I get it. He wants to overshoot his guys because Notre Dame loves to pick you off. This is going to be a run from Katron Allen. And Allen, oh my gosh, in open space. And he picks up a first down pretty easily. He's out to the 30. That was a 20-yard run. And I will tell you, I can't show you, the holes that this Penn State O-line is opening up are magical. They go no huddle. They're going to run Katron Allen again, and he'll get up like about a gain of 3. So I think it'll be 2nd and 7 or so. That was a big run, though, by Katron Allen. Huge, huge run. 2nd and 8 from the Penn State 32 is where we're at. 8:47 left in the quarter, guys. This is, again, a very low-scoring game. Extremely low-scoring. Tyler Warren is lining up at quarterback. Motions in Katron Allen with him. Warren is going to originally throw, but then he's just breaking tackles, gets out to the 45 of Penn State. Penn State's breaking tackles right now. And the fact that Warren is looks a half foot taller than these Notre Dame linebackers, that's kind of concerning. So 1st and 10, Penn State is running. That was a gain of 12 by Warren. It's 1st and 10 at their own 44. Penn State right now on the ground, guys, they're averaging 5.6 yards per carry with 89 rushing yards. They're running on Notre Dame pretty well. Warren is still in at quarterback, by the way. This is going to be a fake pass in which Warren is going to try and escape. He stiff arms a guy, and he is going to run, and he's going to pick up a gain of 9. He stiff armed a Notre Dame defender there to get a gain of 9. It's going to be 2nd and 1 in Notre Dame territory. Should have been him getting back to the line of scrimmage or whatchamacallit, getting tackled in the backfield, but instead gets a gain of 9. It's going to be 2nd and 1 from the Notre Dame 47. It's a big run there by Tyler Warren. Just a yard before the first down, but I get it. 2nd and 1's a pretty good area. Like, you can take your shot here if you're Penn State, or you can run and just be safe and pick up a first down. They're at the Notre Dame 47. It is going to be a handoff from Singleton. Singleton has blockers in front of him. Singleton is going to get all the way down to the 36 of Notre Dame. So Penn State just plays it safe. They're picking up a first down. 7:03 left in the half, and Penn State's using tempo here. Notre Dame doesn't want to get caught off guard with their substitutions. It's going to be a play action. And Aller is just going to run and pick up a gain of maybe 5. Out to the 32. Yep, a gain of 5. So it'll be 2nd and 5 from the 32. Good play by him, just not forcing it. No one was open. Warren was open for maybe a gain of like 1 because he had a guy on him. That was a good play right there by Drew Aller. And I think with, correct me if I'm wrong, but with that, yeah, Penn State now is over, they have 113 rushing yards for 5.9 yards per carry. Like, they're running the ball, and they're running it very, very well. So they're just going to run it again with Katron Allen, and Katron Allen powers through defenders, gets inside the 25 of Notre Dame, picks up a first down, and then some. They're just running. They're running. They're now in field goal range. You want a touchdown here, though, to get, get a double-digit lead, get a 2-score lead. They're going to hand it off again. Again, it's well blocked, and he gets a gain of 6, maybe 7. Out inside the 20, it's going to be 2nd and 4 from the 19 of Notre Dame. Penn State they're running it. This is something that, not saying Notre Dame's going to win here, but this is something we talked about in our preview, guys, is that Penn State was going to be able to run the ball. And they're going to run it again with Katron Allen, and Allen just falls forward for maybe a gain of 1. It'll be 3rd and 4. Good play there by Jalen Sneed, who was caught up. 5:20 left in the half. Penn State's averaging more yards per carry than yards per pass attempt, which is pretty insane. And this is a long drive for Penn State. They're resting their defense right now. And this is a critical down for Notre Dame, because if Notre Dame gets down by 10, you don't have to change things, but there begins to be a sense of urgency. It is going to be a pitch to Nicholas Singleton. Singleton gets, oh wow, is that a 4th down? I think so. I think it's going to be 4th and 2, 4th and 1 for Penn State. I wonder if the offense, it looks like the offense is going to stay on the field for 4th and 2. There's a pitch there to Singleton. They're just running the ball over and over and over and over again. Huge opportunity here for a stop by Notre Dame. Huge if their defense can get a stop right here. Going to be a trick play. Nope, they're going to motion everyone in. And it is going to be a screen to Warren, and Warren picks up a first down. It's just easy. It's too easy with Warren. Disciplined. He's going to catch it if it's in his catch radius. And he fell forward for like a yard or 2. Like, he got contact right at the first down marker, but even if they contacted him a yard or 2 before that, he would have fallen forward and picked it up. So 1st and 10 for Penn State. They convert another 4th down. 2 of 2 on 4th downs right now. Aller checking the defense. Wouldn't be shocked here if Penn State's able to take this like inside the 2-minute warning. It's going to be a handoff to Singleton. Singleton gets all the way down to the, I think, 6 of Notre Dame, and a helmet comes off. That's Nicholas Singleton. His helmet came off. It's going to be 2nd down at the at the 7 or 8 yard line. Helmet just came right off. Thankfully, he didn't get hit in the head or anything like that. 2nd and 5 for Penn State. The clock stops and now resets because of the helmet coming off. Katron Allen comes in. 2nd and 5 from the 7 of Notre Dame. And this Notre Dame defense has been on the field for like 6 minutes now. Tight formation for Penn State. They are just going to hand it off. Katron Allen gets a gain of 3, I believe. 2 or 3. So it's going to be third and short, third and manageable. Wouldn't be shocked here if Penn State runs it and then takes it to the 2-minute warning as we're only 2:48 left in the quarter. There's bleeding that clock. Penn State is. That's what they're doing. They're bleeding that clock. And they're running the ball well. They have almost 200 total yards, and almost 150 of them are rushing yards. I mean, they're Al. If you're Al Golden, what you have to figure out is how do you stop this rushing attack, because your defense just isn't doing it. And it is going to be and Singleton gets in the end zone. Touchdown. That was kind of a little bit of a pop pass end around. And Nicholas Singleton gets in the end zone right there. 5-yard rushing touchdown. Penn State is up now 9-0. 10-0 pending the extra point with 2:18 left in the game. Singleton just continued to power forward right there. Leaned into the end zone with the football. Yeah, that's a clear touchdown right there. His 10th rushing touchdown of the year, I do believe, for Nicholas Singleton. And Penn State's up on Notre Dame early. And yeah, I mean, guys, Penn State's moving this Notre Dame defense. Like, they can't do anything through the air, but Notre Dame, I can promise you, knows what's coming, at least in terms of concept. But in play calling, I don't think they know what's coming, and they can't. They're having an issue stopping this Penn State O-line. I mean, Penn State's just winning the trenches right now on both sides of the football. And now Penn State has a 74.9% chance to win this game per FPI. 194 yards to Notre Dame 75. The extra point, by the way, from Barker was good. 10-0. And there's going to be a commercial break. Wow. Let's get this up to 200 likes, guys, by the way. We're only 62 likes away from reaching 200. So let's get those up right now. Yeah. Let's get those up. And if you're a Notre Dame fan, Penn State fan, go Fighting Irish, go Nittany Lions, and also go Longhorns and go Buckeyes for all these teams who've reached the semifinals. All these teams, especially these two, I think Notre Dame Notre Dame's the team that no matter what has had a successful year because they achieved something they hadn't before. Penn State's won New Year's Six bowl games, though a win here I think would classify the year as a success. I think Texas or Ohio State, Texas winning the Cotton Bowl would lock in the year as a success. Ohio State, I think, needs to win it all for the year to be a success. They have the highest expectations. But right now, Penn State looks to be in control of this football game. They have more than double the yards. They've won the TOP battle in the first half, 17 minutes, 21 seconds. They have triple the first downs. They're winning the turnover battle. They are 2 of 7 on third down, but being 2 of 2 on fourth down helps. So overall, on downs where you're trying to get the first down, otherwise you have to punt, or you're turning it over, Penn State's 4 of 9. Meanwhile, Notre Dame is 2 of 5. And both teams have a combined 3 penalties for 15 yards. So, yeah. But the difference right now is Penn State 141 rushing yards, 5.4 yards per carry and a touchdown. Notre Dame 27 rushing yards, 2.5 yards per carry. And their leading rushers, Jeremiah Love, with 3 carries for 10 yards. So, wow. It's just, if you're Notre Dame, the game is not even close to over. But you got to start figuring some things out, I believe. We're only 49 likes away, guys, by the way. Only 49 away from 200. And, man, these bots are awful. Larry, IZPR0, PSU run game, Sam, I told you Notre Dame defense was sus. I mean, that's something I identified, I think, now that you're saying it along with you, in the previews. Notre Dame's rushing defense is good, but it's not great. And It's not like Ohio State's rushing defense. It's not like Texas's rushing defense. It's not even the caliber of Penn State's rushing defense. It's just, it's not, to be frank. Notre Dame needs something here because Penn State's controlling this game right now. I mean, they're owning. They're owning the line of scrimmage. Gabriel Nwosu is going to kick this off. And it just bounces in the end zone for a touchback. So, I mean, the good news if you're Penn State is if you can get a stop, you basically have the 2-minute warning as an additional timeout. So you can kind of gauge what you want to do. I think Notre Dame gets the ball at a half. I could be wrong. Yes, Notre Dame gets ball at a half. So if you're Penn State, if you can be aggressive and it can pay off, do it. Oh, we got a super chat here. Let me highlight it. That way I can read it after the commercial break, which will probably be pretty soon with the 2-minute warning. Leonard is going to motion Mitchell Evans, motions him back out, and he's going to go back to pass, and he's under duress, and he just passes it out to Aeneas Williams. And they're going to no huddle up to the line. They're going to try and get like a playoff, I believe, if possible. No, doesn't look like it. Yep. Oh, they may have wanted to, but just based off how Leonard was, or I don't know. But the 2-minute warning's been reached. It is 2nd and 1 from the 33-34 of Notre Dame. 2-minute warning. So let me read that super chat. Penn State hasn't gotten too cute, says Sam Nabel. Yeah, I think that's been a big part of it. I mean, I've been kind of worried about that. I'm just watching so far. And they have not gotten cute, like, at all, or at least too cute. So that's encouraging if you're a Penn State fan. Right now, Penn State looks like the better team. Penn State's tackling better. See, that is something I did not expect. The fact that Penn State is tackling better than Notre Dame, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say to that. That's kind of crazy. The only area where Notre Dame is winning right now is special teams. That's the only area. But like that last touchdown drive was 15 plays, 90 yards, 717. And when you can't stop the run, like Notre Dame's been unable to, especially when the field is longer, kind of when you pin your opponents deep, all you're doing is giving them longer drives to milk the clock if you can't stop the run, in a sense. I mean, think about it this way. Leonard is averaging 6.3 yards per pass attempt to Aller's 4.1. Aller's playing a pretty bad game, like similar to the game he played against Ohio State, if not worse. The difference is his team's running for 5.4 yards per carry and a touchdown, and 67% of Penn State's plays are rushing plays. And Notre Dame can't stop it, at least reliably. Maybe here and there they can, but they're having a hard time stopping it. So, thank you again for that super chat, Sam Nabel. I appreciate it. $2 super chat from him. Penn State pushing Notre Dame around like NIU. Oh, gosh. Hopefully there are no Notre Dame fans in there who had to listen to that. 10-shot killer Notre Dame is 0 offense. Big part of that is because Penn State's defense is really good, and they're better at stopping the run than the pass. So they match up very well with Notre Dame, especially when they have like Carter, who can. So they have Kobe King, who's an elite linebacker. They have Carter, who can line up as a linebacker, and they're deep on the D line. So Notre Dame basically has to pass, and they have to open up the pass to consistently drive on this Penn State defense. They're not going to be able to run based off of what we've seen through 28 minutes of gameplay. 10-0, by the way. Notre Dame has the football. It is going to be 2nd and 1, maybe 2nd and 2 from their own 34-33. Got to go a long way to get a field goal. But an even longer way to get a score, though Mitch Jeter's been pretty accurate. I have no clue what they're doing here. Okay, good. The sky cam's coming in. Leonard is back there alone. Is he going to try a QB draw? Hit Mitchell Evans again. Mitchell Evans has had like 3 of his 4 completions. 7-yard gain to the Notre Dame 41 for a first down. It's on a slant by the tight end. 1:45 left in the half. Leonard back to throw. Is not open. Just decks it at his receiver, number 6, as he's brought down, that being Jordan Faison. And Leonard looks a little bit shaken up. And Spindler, I don't know if they're... I don't like to guess. Oh, no, he was down on the play. Looks like they're going to maybe take a timeout, or is Leonard coming out of the game? What's going on here? Yeah, Leonard, I think they're taking Leonard to the injury tent, guys. That's not good. I hope he's okay. Gosh, Riley Leonard is a really good person, guys. And that's not the case for all football players, but ouch. I mean, he took a big hit there. And then on top of that, there's another Notre Dame offensive lineman who was down. That was number 50? That's Rocco Spindler. Rocco Spindler was down. So Notre Dame's losing guys like flies. I mean, that's 3 offensive starters. I wonder if Anthony Knapp is back in at tackle. I wonder. Is he? No, he's not. Anthony Knapp is not back in. I hope he's okay too, but they've taken him out. So they got Steve Angeli in the game, second string QB, 2nd and 10 from their own 39. Penn State's defense playing with fire right now. Angeli's just going to toss it to the side. It is going to be a screen, and Aeneas Williams gets about a gain of 5. So it will be 3rd and 5. Just a little bit of a screen pass out of the backfield to get Steve Angeli a bit comfortable. Hopefully Leonard's okay. Looks like he's going to still be out there. I wonder if they're checking him for a concussion. Wouldn't shock me at all. Yep, 3rd and 5. Went out of bounds. So pretty big for Penn State here if they can force a punt. 3rd and 5. Williams is back there with Angeli. Angeli takes the snap, faces pressure, and he gets a throw completed to Faison. Faison is in Penn State territory down at the 42, 41. Faison's their best wide receiver. It's not really even close. Nice throw by Angeli, who I think is a pretty good passer by all metrics. Angeli back to throw. That is a possible fumble, although I think it is recovered by Notre Dame. Hit as he threw. I think, who's it recovered by? I think they're going to say Notre Dame. Yep, recovered by Notre Dame. Back at their own, back at Penn State's 45. So it is a loss of about 3, maybe 4. Clock is going to run. Angeli's back there alone. Looks like they're going to call a timeout to maybe review this. It is going to be 2nd and 15. Again, Notre Dame's O-line is getting beaten right there. There's even a hold. He got... Deniden Sutton was held by Baker, and Deniden Sutton just carried him into Angeli. Big hit. They are reviewing this. I believe, to see. But I don't think there's indisputable video evidence that it was like either a forward pass or that Penn State recovered it. I think it'll stay with Notre Dame. I think it should stay with Notre Dame. Only 42 likes, guys, by the way. Until we get up to 200 likes, I'd appreciate that very much if we can get there. Now, after adjusting, like, with that play right there, I know it's, sacks are included in rushing yards. Notre Dame's only averaging 1.9 yards per carry. So they do rule it. Still Notre Dame ball. Notre Dame took one of their timeouts. That's, I think, what happened, not even a review. It's going to be 2nd and 14. Williams is back there. Angeli's made 2 good throws so far, and I wonder if he might be a better option even in this game because of his passing capability. But Penn State's coming with a pass rush. No one is, nope, someone is open, actually. He found someone into Penn State territory. That was Aeneas Williams into the backfield. It is going to be third down. Notre Dame quickly gets to the line. 56 seconds left in the half. Penn State's defense just gets set. 3rd and 2. It is going to be a throw, and it is a throw that is caught by Mitchell Evans. So good drive by Notre Dame, because getting a field goal here is a win for them if they are able to get a field goal. It's going to be 1st down and 10 inside the 30. So Angeli right now, Angeli looks pretty good. He's 4 of 4 for 36 yards, 9 yards per pass attempt. He's brought a different level to this game. Only difference with him is he's not as mobile as Leonard. 1st and 10, 44 seconds left in the half. Angeli back to throw. Hold on Abdul Carter. That is a hold. Oh my gosh, that is a hold. That was a hold on Abdul Carter. They didn't call it, but Angeli just had to throw it away. It'll be 2nd and 10. Angeli was looking for a man downfield. Carter was pressuring him. They're going to substitute out Carter. So hold on him, though. Just want to add that. It's pretty obvious. The concern for Notre Dame here is they're 77th in red zone scoring percentage. So what do they do if they get closer? Or can they even get in the red zone? Looks like Penn State's going to send a blitz. They do. And there is a catch made by Greathouse. But it's going to be 3rd down. And I don't know how long that 3rd down will be. It's going to be 3rd and 6 from the 24. Wonder who's covering number 6, Faison. And looks like there might be a timeout called. Yep, by Penn State. They didn't like what they saw. Penn State takes their first timeout. 10-0 again. Penn State. Notre Dame is driving. They are in Penn State territory. But Penn State leads 10-0. This is a good drive right now by Notre Dame. 3rd and 6. They're at the Penn State 24. This is their best drive of the day, easily. Only 35 likes until we get to 200. Come on, guys, let's get there. Penn State given a 70.4% chance to win this game per FPI. The trends have been heading in their direction pretty heavily ever since midway through the first quarter. Penn State controlling TOP, doing a better job getting first downs. Notre Dame really can't run the football. I mean, a field goal here is kind of a push. Like, not a win for Penn State's defense because Notre Dame's now within a score and they get the ball at the second half, so they can double dip. But also, you didn't give up a touchdown. So, at the worst case scenario, Notre Dame just ties up the game again at the third quarter. 20 seconds left. 3rd and 6. Angeli is in. Looks like Penn State wants to send a blitz. 1 on the play clock. And that's going to be a false start easily on Notre Dame. But the line did not, like, the tackles moved, the guards and center stayed, and Angeli moved. So that's going to be a false start, I would imagine. We'll see, though. They're talking about it. So maybe it'll be an offsides. That makes it 3rd and 1. They're spending a lot of time talking about it. I don't know why that is. But, oh well. Offsides. I think disconcerting signals for Penn State. Offsides. 1st down. Not 1st down, it's 3rd and 1. But now Notre Dame is in the red zone. And now they're that much closer, so maybe they can get a touchdown. It's 3rd and 1 at the 19. Angeli's in there with Aeneas Williams. Offensive line's pretty dinged up. Mitchell Evans. Penn State does bring a blitz, but Notre Dame picks it up, and they're at the 14, maybe 12. So they're in scoring range, and they're getting these nice quick plays. I think Denbrock's calling a good game, and Angeli's doing a pretty good job at QB. Number 18. 16 seconds left. It is 1st and 10. And I think outside of like maybe 1 or 2 plays, they've completed a bunch of passes in a row. So Angeli definitely is hot. And bobbled snap, and Steve Angeli's going to be sacked right there by Deni Dennis Sutton and Abdul Carter. And I think Notre Dame, since it's centered, is just going to take a timeout with like 2 seconds left. Yep, that's exactly what they do. Good play there by Abdul Carter and also Deni Dennis Sutton. It was a high snap, and then Carter just dragged his guy all the way over. He's just so good. He's beating Emil Wagner. I mean, this is the 4th time I've seen him. Carter beating, in all caps, Wagner. Mitch Jeter's been a very reliable field kicker, though, in the playoffs, so I'd expect him to make this one. It is 2nd and 18. It was a sack all the way back at the 23, so this is going to be a 40-yard field goal for Jeter. Notre Dame, by the way, now after that sack is only rushing for 1.2 yards per carry. Notre Dame is. 2nd and 18. First field goal attempt of the day. It is a 41-yarder for Mitch Jeter. Remember, Notre Dame gets ball outside second half. Let's see what happens here. And it's good. So 10-3 at the half. Penn State leads it. And Notre Dame receives the ball out of second half. So good drive there for Notre Dame. For Penn State, good to not allow a touchdown. But Notre Dame finally got a drive going. So a nice response from them. It is 10-3 entering the half. Penn State here leads in rushing yards. They lead in TOP. Notre Dame has not been able to run. They're able to pass just a little bit with Angeli in, and I think it's because Angeli's a more natural thrower than Leonard. But the problem that I'm wondering is with Penn State is now you don't really have Angeli as too much of a rushing threat. You don't have that same offense. It's different with Angeli in compared to Leonard. But it is 10-3 at the half. Penn State given a 71.2% chance to win this game per FPI. The one turnover is a difference. Same with that one wonderful drive by Andy Kotelnicki. I'm going to go down and get a glass of water, and I will be right back, guys. We're only 25 likes away from 200, so let's get those numbers up, guys, if you can. Thank you very much. I'll be right back very soon. Actually, what I'll do first is I will make something very quickly that will inform you all that, yeah. Oh, no, I won't do that. I won't worry about it. Yeah, just insert a few more ads here, and I'll see you guys soon. All right. We're back. Good to have those glasses off. Really good to have those glasses off. We are back. Incredible. Aller is playing like he did versus Ohio State, so PSU is left to running the ball. Notre Dame knows they are going to run and still have trouble stopping it. Yup. Raimundo Contreras. That's exactly what's going on. Cotton Bowl winner taking the chip for real. Yeah, I mean, especially if Notre Dame somehow comes back and wins, I'd say yes. Although I would say the fact that Penn State's been able to move this defense, and they might, I mean, depending on how the second half goes, there's a world where Notre Dame wins and just completely takes the momentum after, finding a better passing QB. There's also a world where Penn State just snowballs this and scores in the 30s. If they score in the 30s on this Notre Dame defense, they can potentially do that on either Ohio State or Texas's defense, who are better at stopping the run and better overall. Yes, but it's still a very good defense. So like if Aller plays better against those teams, I mean, I've said for a while, Penn State's ceiling is pretty high. I think it's apparent in this game. If Riley Leonard's out, do you think that Notre Dame still has a big shot to win? I think they have a shot to win. The problem with Angeli is he's a better thrower, so he's probably catching Penn State's defense a little off guard with how he's making these pretty good throws. The question is, how sustainable is that? And also the fact that he has been sacked twice because he doesn't have the same pocket awareness. And both of those sacks could have resulted in fumbles pretty easily. So I wonder. And the thing too is, they've played Angeli before this year and last year. If Angeli was better for Notre Dame, he would be starting. So I don't know exactly. I think they still have a shot, but a big shot, no. Those pass plays are there. Aller is a bit off, but why are we playing prevent defense? That QB isn't that good. They should have played press coverage. They just don't. They want to keep the touchdown lead entering half. That's probably what they want to do. But the prevent defense wasn't working. It wasn't. I mean, they were not playing on the line of scrimmage. They weren't pressing at all, and that gave Notre Dame opportunities. So I don't know. I think that's one of those James Franklin game manager moments, if I'm being honest with you. But thank you for the $5 super chat, Larry IZPR0. I think right now Penn State's in a good position to win. And heck, with what they're doing against Notre Dame's rushing offense and how they move the ball in that second quarter on Notre Dame's defense, they can win it all. Why not? I think the second half performance, of course, will tell us a little bit more about that. But Penn State, there is value with Penn State winning it all. It's not impossible. Again, halftime scores 10-3 in the Orange Bowl. Very low scoring game. Penn State leads 10-3. Notre Dame receives the second half kickoff. So thank you for that super chat. I appreciate it a lot. Notre Dame, yes. That makes sense. Okay, what is going on here? Oh, okay. Nope. See, this is the nice thing about Ethernet, guys. Whenever OBS randomly glitches out and disconnects, it reconnects instantly because I have wired-in connection. By the way, guys, make sure if you haven't already to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. We'll be going live for the Cotton Bowl tomorrow, and we'll also be going live after this game tonight to talk about the future of Penn State, the future of Notre Dame, just a little bit here and there. And then, of course, we'll be just doing an instant quick reaction to this game. Saturday when we go live, I'll be doing probably a 30-minute segment on these games, or maybe even a little bit longer, just talking about what was apparent, what was obvious. I'll rewatch some of the film and some of the highlights as well, just to get a better picture, of course. Thank you all for the support. Yeah, I appreciate it a lot. I don't like these bots, though. Let me see if there's something I can do. Let me see. I think that there is something I can do. Wait. Yeah, I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try and block the football emoji. That's what I'm gonna try and do. I wonder if I can do that or not. I hope so. Details. What can I do? I wonder, how do I do this? I'm trying to figure out a way to because I know people probably aren't enjoying the fact that the bots are everywhere. And that's probably not yeah. Come on. Where is this? How do I... Maybe I restore the chat? Need to block the microphone emoji now. They are learning. There's probably a good point to that. Like they... Yup. That's... Gosh, it's just... I'm going to make you a moderator, Marcus. I'm going to make you a moderator. I'm going to make you the... Yep. So I don't know, like, how... Maybe, like, right here? Like, I don't know exactly what to do. This sucks. I don't want the, I'm just going to do top chat. I think that might fix this. Doing top chat. Like, this limits, potential spam, is what top chat says. So I wonder if this will help stop it. But yeah, I mean, nope, it's not going to stop it. I hate that. Like, where... Oh. I don't think we're going to be able to stop the bots, which sucks, to be fair. Very much sucks. Can't believe Coach Franklin has an elite line, says KYCH 2008. You know what? It's hard to believe that as well. It just is. But this is the best offensive line Penn State's ever had. I mean, when you can run on Notre Dame for, again, 5.4 yards per carry, your running backs are averaging about 5 yards per carry, your long rush is 20 as well, so it's not like you have one big run and everything else is minimum. You're consistently gaining on the ground. That is very, very good. Very, very good. I just don't... Oh, here's what I can do. Here's what I can do. I can do that. Yes, I think I can block emojis. I think I can. So let me just do that. And I think... we'll be good. Just don't use emojis. I do that mainly again for bots. So let's do that. And now we can see what happens. Yeah. I did. guys. I'm not going to say what I did, so that way maybe if this is AI or something hitting me, it doesn't do anything. But I think this will help. I hope. Really seems like the Big Ten has been the most physical league of all teams this season. Yeah, it certainly feels like that. Okay, I'm gonna go back to community moderation just that way. Oh, guys, by the way, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit that notification bell because we're gonna be going live right after this game to talk about it. So please do that. Yeah, we have a lot of moderators on here, which is beautiful. Sam, I am an OSU fan. I know you like Michigan, but you are my favorite independent college football podcast to listen to. Stand biased, and I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. Very, very much. Don't declare victory over the bots just yet, guys. Do not do it. But if they adapt, I will just ban more stuff. As long as it doesn't affect... In fact, what I'll do, too, is I'll create custom emojis for you guys to use in the chat this preseason. That way you can like send emojis if you want to, and they won't be banned because they're custom on the channel. So it won't like impact anything. They're doing a halftime show, of which I basically could care less about because I just want to watch football. That's what I want to do. Just watch football. Oh crap, didn't mean to do that. But yeah, this is more entertaining right now. What we're able to do. Doesn't look like the bots are on it. Thank you, 10-Shot Killer, again for that comment. I really like it. If you guys have any more super chats, by the way, feel free to send them in. Just because as the game turns back on and now that it looks like we have some of the bots taken care of, I think that we'll get more people coming in. Brian Elsmore, Sam, thoughts on Florida State? That's my favorite team. I think Norvell's going to be fired. I think he's done. I don't see a way how they're going to return to the top with him, because the dirty secret with a team like Florida State, with the talent they have and with the schedule they have, they should never go 2-10. Ever. Ever. And they did. They went 2-10. Maybe I said 10-2, but 2-10. They should have never went 2-10. Worst season since like the 70s before Bobby Bowden got there. That's on coaching. It'd be one thing if they went, 7-5, 6-6. It's very disappointing. Maybe still on the hot seat, but they go bowling. It's kind of like, okay, yeah, the roster just isn't there yet. 2-10's horrible. It's disgusting. Cesar De Geronimo, Notre Dame O-line built different, but in the wrong way. Well, a large part of that's due to injuries, and I hope that they're that they get healthy there, that they improve. Because yeah, I mean, look, Anthony Knapp, their best tackle, he's out. Emil Wagner's just getting killed by Abdul Carter. Like every time Abdul Carter gets on him, he beats him in one way or another. And then I think that, I forget if it was Rocco Spindler or Billy Scruth, but one of them is out. I think it's Spindler. So that means you have like 2 new O-linemen. You can't run the football. Your team's sick with the flu, which might be contributing to this. And you have a new QB who really can't run. So at this point, if you're Notre Dame, I think you really got to rely on defense, special teams, and maybe your pass attack continuing to click to win. Which the latter part would be very unlike Notre Dame. Sam, I want to thank you for not being a jerk, because a lot of these college football guys on YouTube are just jerks and full of themselves, but you're actually a good guy. I appreciate that. Well, thank you again, the extra yard, for that compliment. Old Man Jenkins, Sam, please tell me Penn State's going to win this. I can't. They're only up by 7, and if they were up by 10, you still have 30 minutes of ball left. I mean, Penn State should win. If Penn State loses this, I'll tell you right now, Penn State loses this, the season's a failure. If Penn State loses this. Like, because they're leading and because they're kind of dominating a little bit. It'd be one thing if they never led the whole game. It's just like, yeah, season's not a failure, but it's not a success because we didn't beat anyone top 5. You beat Notre Dame. Season's a success, but with how you've been playing him so far, if you lose, you choke. And another Franklin choke in a winnable game, like Oregon, or especially Ohio State with that 10-point lead, season would be a failure immediately. Because how would we know that this team is better than last year's team? We wouldn't. Yes, the offense is much better and it's more exciting, but last year's defense and special teams unit was among the nation's best. With, Alex Falcons at kicker and Chop Robinson and Abdul Carter. And you had, I forget his name. Really good D-end. Why am I forgetting his name, blanking on him? I'm totally blanking on him, totally. But he was a D-end last year for Penn State, went to the draft. And I think the play calling's downgraded. So how do we know? The only way we know that this team is Franklin's best team of his tenure, which it is, if it wins this game. By achievement, it certainly is, and by power ratings, it would certainly be close too, because Notre Dame's better than Penn State per the power ratings. So they'll just rise through the ranks if they win this game right here. Looks like we're back. Guess who's back? I'm not going to continue singing that because I don't know if I'll get copyrighted. I don't think that's how it works, but I want to be cautious. Looks like fans haven't totally returned. You know what's sad? The Orange Bowl is Miami, Florida's home field. Penn State and Notre Dame fans have done a better job filling it up than Miami fans have. It's a shame. Shame on that fan base, honestly. Washington did better, and a lot of folks thought they'd not go to a bowl this season. Yep. So, start of the third quarter, guys. Yep, Adisa Isaac. Thank you. It's Adisa Isaac. That's who I was talking about. Thank you, chat, for saving me there. Adisa Isaac. That's who I was talking about. Okay. So, Penn State will kick this off, guys. Start of the third quarter, and yup, Adisa Isaac and Chop Robinson, when healthy, were monsters. We're only 8 likes away from 200, so please get us to 200 likes, guys. That'd be phenomenal. We're probably set, depending on how the rest of this game goes, getting close to 100,000 views on the semifinal game. I know we'll get more tomorrow, because tomorrow's game, I think, will have some more offensive fireworks, and Ohio State is the biggest fan base in the land, and Texas has a lot of fans, too, and that's kind of the matchup, like, people whose fan bases aren't involved. That's the matchup they're kind of more excited for. Gabriel Nwosu is going to kick this off here for Penn State. Notre Dame to receive. This is the start of the third quarter here, and this will just go out of the end zone for a touchback. So Notre Dame comes out on offense. Let's see if Riley Leonard, if Anthony Knapp, or if Rocco Spindler come back out, or if they're just kind of out for the game. Let's see. So Notre Dame is going to, get the ball on offense. 1st and 10 from their 25. Penn State given a 67.7% chance to win. They are rolling with Leonard. So Leonard is out there. Tosh Baker is still out there. Jagasaw is out there at guard. So Spindler looks like he's probably done. I would assume that Anthony Knapp is done too. But Leonard is healthy. That is very good. 1st and 10 at the 25. 4 seconds left. Just barely get it off. And it looks like there's going to be either a false start or a delay of game. Yep, delay of game on Notre Dame. So it'll be 1st and 15 from the 20. And Notre Dame is off schedule again. Nice to see Jagasaw's back in, although he's not at tackle where he was lined up. He's lined up at guard. Nice to see he's healthy. He hasn't played for the entirety of the year, I don't believe. I think this is the first game he's played in. 1st and 15 from the 20. Start of the third quarter again. Notre Dame has possession. They are going to try and run it with Jeremiah Love. Jeremiah Love gets about a gain of 5, maybe 6. It'll be 2nd and 9. If he broke a tackle there, he was gone. There's no one behind Zakee Wheatley. 2nd and 9 from the 26 of Notre Dame. Jeremiah Love is still in there. 14:40 left. Yep, scoreboard is displayed properly. It is going to be another handoff, And Jeremiah Love might have picked up a first down right there, or maybe it'll be third down. We'll have to see. Looks like he picked up the first down. Yup. Got a 9-yard carry. So Notre Dame's coming out, and they're reestablishing their identity. They're running the football. 1st and 10 from their 35. Will it be another handoff? Yes, they're using delays. That's what they're doing. They're delaying the handoff, and it's working. That's another first down for Notre Dame, a run of 11 by Jeremiah Love, or maybe 9. Love now 34 yards on 6 carries, averaging just over 5 yards per pop. He's getting a little bit warmed up. Only 4 likes away, guys, from 200. Help us get to 200 likes. I'd appreciate that a lot. And Notre Dame looks to be going slow. Perfectly content, with the clock and all that different stuff. Will it be a run this time? Yes, and Jadarian Price maybe just picks up the first down, or maybe just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Yep, they say he picks up a first down right there. Just gets a gain of 1. So 1st and 10, 2nd and 1, 3rd and 1 is like hell for a defense because it only takes 1 yard to pick it up. So you're probably better off like getting the big hit and giving it up there and just resetting the chains. Aeneas Williams comes back in the game. Looks like Notre Dame settled down a little bit, but we'll see what happens. Williams goes out. It's Leonard in the backfield alone. Doesn't look like Abdul Carter is in the game all that much. They are going to go deep, and it is caught by Aeneas Williams. Good catch by him. He beat his man. I believe that was Kobe King. Beat him. Yes, that was Kobe King. Williams out of the backfield. Not out of the backfield, actually. Lined up as a receiver. Simply beat Kobe King. And Notre Dame is already down inside of the red zone. They're at the Penn State 19. Good drive from Mike Denbrock so far. Leonard is going to hand it off to Aeneas Williams. And Williams is all the way down to the 3. So Notre Dame is just getting big play after big play. They're in a position to score here and score pretty quickly. Williams again is by the side of Leonard. They are going to they're going to do a designed run here, and Leonard is going to get, he just got back to the 3. Maybe a run, nope, just a 1-yard run by Riley Leonard. Got to 200 likes. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. Yep, they're going to spot the ball. Forward progress stopped at about the 3. So just a 1-yard run by Riley Leonard. Huge drive here for Notre Dame. Huge drive. Also huge for Penn State. Penn State can get a goal line stand, or if they can force a field goal, that'd be a win for Penn State out of the half. Jeremiah Love is back in, though. Looks like Penn State's not lined up in goal line formation. It is going to be a QB power for Leonard. He easily gets in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Notre Dame's going to tie this up. So they double-dipped, which means they basically stole all of Penn State's momentum. 10:46 left in the third quarter. Nice little bit of a read there. Not even a read. It's just a kind of a fake on the QB run, and it's going to be all tied up. Notre Dame retook time of possession. They now have a yard advantage, tied up the first down. So it was a necessary touchdown drive right there, and the extra point pending is good. Yes. So 10-10, game's tied up in the Orange Bowl. Now we have once again, it's all tied up just like before. So Penn State will receive, and of course commercial break because we can't have nice things. Yeah, so if you're the drive right there is really just the fact that it looked like Notre Dame played their hearts out. I say that because I don't know what else I can take away. Like, they actually won the line of scrimmage there, but this is only one drive out of multiple in the game where they did it. And they got a really big passing play, too. That's really what set up this whole drive, by the way. They've been able to get, like, 2 big plays with seams down the sidelines where Leonard has thrown good balls. Wonder how Penn State's going to respond here. Wouldn't be shocked with how rested Notre Dame's defense is if they forced a punt. Wouldn't shock me at all. But we'll have to see. Because this game's pretty close. It's pretty competitive. Someone said Franklin gonna Franklin. Andrew Hay, Notre Dame better win, LOL. Penn State fans are panicking. Notre Dame fans are probably still gritting their teeth because, yeah, they went down the field and scored, but it's only tied. It's back to 0-0, essentially. Let's see how Aller comes out of the half. Aller's 5 of 13 for 53 yards right now. He's barely averaging 3 yards per pass attempt. Just barely. I mean, Notre Dame's averaging 7.5 yards per pass attempt. They're actually passing on Penn State's secondary. Mostly because of big plays, though. Like, outside of the 32-yard Mitchell Evans reception and the 36-yard Aeneas Williams reception, they're not really doing much through the air. That's, like, really, really what's going on. Yeah. That right there again is like almost 70 of that's almost half. That's literally half of Notre Dame's receiving yards on 2 plays, which is crazy. And they have how many completions? Yeah, they have 13. So I don't know if that's sustainable. I don't think it is, but if you're Penn State, you want to just come out and get a touchdown immediately. So here we are again for Notre Dame. Mitch Jeter will kick this off. Made the field goal to end the second half. It's a big game. Big game. I mentioned Notre Dame's season's already a success because they haven't won a postseason game like this in the 21st century. For Penn State, they've won New Year's Six Bowls before. They haven't won anything like a win here would since 2016. This would be even better because they go to the national championship. So it's kicked off. And looks like Penn State might try and return it with Nicholas Singleton. That's exactly what's going to happen. Singleton only gets out to the 22. I think they wanted some momentum there, didn't get much momentum. So 1st and 10 from the 22 is where Penn State will find themselves. Notre Dame given a 52.1% chance to win per the computers. We have 415 concurrent viewers, so guys, like, share, subscribe, and yeah, I'll engage with you. Oh, wow. Yeah, it looks like we have beaten the bots, if I'm being honest. Katron Allen is back there. I imagine Notre Dame's defense is going to make some adjustments. They are going to hand it off to Katron Allen. Allen will barrel through for a gain of maybe 2, maybe 3. Yep, 2nd and 8 from the 24. I'm curious to see what happens when Aller steps back to throw. That's my main curiosity right here. Aller has struggled. Oh, they're not even going to line up. Oh, nope. It was a trick play where Tyler Warren was under center at QB, but they motioned back Aller as the QB. Aller takes the snap. It is going to be a pass. It is going to be a throw to Warren. Warren just drags defenders with him. Doesn't pick up a first down, but gets about a gain of 6. So I think it'll be 3rd and 2 is what it will be. Yeah, 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2 from the 30. Huge 3rd down here. If Notre Dame can get off the field, get their offense back on the field, who just scored a touchdown, made that look really easy, really well-schemed drive by Denbrock. That'd be big. But I don't know why Penn State is going empty. Doesn't look like they will. They were initially empty. But if Penn State can get a first down here, that would also be pretty big. They're going to run with Allen. Allen is not going to pick up the first down. He gets a gain of 1. So it'll be 4th and 1. Notre Dame's defense holds. They actually spot it at the... Yep, Penn State's going to punt. They spot it at the 30, so no gain, consequently. That was well done by Notre Dame's defense right there, getting that stop. 9 minutes left in the third quarter. Penn State's going to punt, and Notre Dame has all the momentum now. All of the momentum. Riley Thompson punts it away. And it's fair caught at about the 30 by Notre Dame. So Notre Dame's winning the field position battle. And it looks like some Penn State players are frustrated. So this Notre Dame offense will come right back out. 8:41 left in the third quarter. Looks like we're going to, of course, take commercial break. Gosh. Just can't have nice things, can we? Can't have nice things. Yeah. Ads, but at least the positive here is at least we've gotten rid of the bots. That's the positive thing. Marcus Sutton, the next 9 minutes is huge for both teams. Extra yardage, Penn State used everything in the first half. I don't know. I mean, Notre Dame is one of the best group of they have one of the best staffs in the country. So I just think they got second half adjustments that I don't know if Penn State has. I don't know why you try to stretch run there, though. I would have gone up the middle if I was Penn State. Stretches worked for much of the game, but all you need to do is pick. You don't need to go for the home run hitter. You just need to pick up 2 yards. And right now it looks like the game's shifting all the way back in Notre Dame's direction. Again, starting with that field goal. That field goal made it possible, really. If you're a Penn State fan, you're just hoping you can get a stop. If you're a Notre Dame fan, just keep marching down the field. Do more of what you did. Ultimately. Let's get the stop state. Says someone, Jeff Archer 3-and-out called it. Good for you. For that to not happen, Penn State should start consistently throwing and completing passes. For Texas, they need to play to that level of talent to their roster. I could very well see a Notre Dame versus Ohio State natty. Who do you think would win? I'd hammer Ohio State if that were to happen. And some will say I'm doubting Notre Dame. Yeah. But I don't know. There's just Ohio State, I feel like, would not have to play their A game for Notre Dame. We've seen it this game so far. For them, it's defense and special teams. And occasionally, because Denbrock's an elite OC, they get a drive going. But it's 10-10 right now, third quarter, 8:41 left in the game. All the momentum on Notre Dame's side. Penn State with that, second quarter where they did very well. Not a good showing from them so far. Not a good showing at all. Let's see if they can get a 3-and-out. Or if Notre Dame can take the lead. That would be fascinating. After what was a 10, they'd outscore Penn State 17-0. Which Ohio State did something similar in that way. They outscored Penn State 17-0 after Penn State went up 10-0. So that wouldn't be unexpected at all. Let's see what happens, though. Leonard is out there with Jadarian Price. Remember that Penn State has struggled to stop the run this past drive. It is going to be a play-action pass, and Faison has the first down out to the 42, maybe 43. So Notre Dame gets another first down. They're driving here. 8:26 left in the quarter, not in the game. We still have a whole fourth quarter to get to. This looks like it's going to come down to the final quarter, is what it looks like. But we'll have to see. Leonard is back there with Price. Are they going to run? Yes, they are going to run. And Jadarian Price only gets about to the 43. So it'll be 2nd and 9. maybe 2nd and 10. Yeah, that rushing attack for Notre Dame is doing some things. Still not a whole lot, though. But Mike Denbrock, let me tell you, that what he's done with this offense with the limited talent at receiver, with Leonard as a QB, and with an injured O-line is nothing short of admirable. He's one of the best in the business, Mike Denbrock is. And wouldn't shock me at all if they go down here and score. They're going to try and hand it off again on a delay, and Jadarian Price isn't going to get anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled for a 2-yard loss. It'll be 3rd and 10, so 3rd and long for Notre Dame. They'll have to try and convert this through the air, or maybe a Leonard scramble. They're going to bring back in Aeneas Williams, the true freshman, who's been good so far on passing downs. They're going to bring him in. They're going to bring in, for Notre Dame, is that Xavier Watts at receiver? Number 0. He's not on my depth chart. He's lined up at receiver. Penn State looks like they're kind of in this weird formation on defense. Leonard back to throw. He is under duress, and it's incomplete. Mitchell Evans was hit hard at the end. It's going to be 4th and 10, and Notre Dame will have to punt with 6:40 left in the 3rd quarter. So, 3 and out, followed by a 3 and out, 6:40 left. We're a little more than halfway through the 3rd quarter. That went by really quickly, guys, by the way. Feels like halftime just started. And, yeah, I mean, Abdul Carter's causing havoc. Punt. And Zion Tracy gets it inside the 15, but excellent punt coverage there by Notre Dame. It will be 1st and 10 from the Penn State 15. And what's going on? Looks like a media timeout. Yeah, I think this is a media timeout. And they're mad. I think Zion Tracy, maybe they're saying he was fair catching it. But, yeah. Alrighty. I'm going to take a little bit of an ad break here. We're only 89 likes away, guys. 89 likes away from 300. Let's get those numbers up. Thank you very much. I appreciate y'all. Of course, if you're on YouTube Premium, the ads that I'm inserting do not affect you at all. And my nose is getting stuffed, which I hate. Jace Welchel. Nice to have a Notre Dame fan in here. If Notre Dame goes to the Natty, then I think the score will be 30-17 Ohio State, and I'm a Notre Dame fan. Yeah, I agree with you there. I think Notre Dame does not match up well with Texas or Ohio State at all due to the nature of those two defenses, which are better than Penn State's, and the fact that Ohio State's offense is better than Penn State's, and also the fact that I think Texas... Look, I think most teams can run at least a little bit on Notre Dame, and the fact that Texas has a better QB and better receivers also means they could probably get a little bit of that secondary too. So I think that the winner of the Cotton Bowl would certainly beat Notre Dame. I'd predict that. I'd predict it to happen by double digits for Ohio State, maybe, and likely double digits for Texas, but not the same margin. If Penn State goes to the Natty, they have a chance to win. I don't think I'd predict them to. Maybe I would, but probably not. But I'd give them a much more favorable chance. And yeah, 3-4-3 films, you got to fair catch that. You have to. It's not inside the 10. Just got to have awareness. Let me see. Did Penn State even break a sweat in the first 2 games? This is their first test in the playoff. I mean, kind of, yeah, I mean, the game against SMU was over at the half, and then the Boise State game, it was not a game that came down to the final minutes. That was over like mid-early 4th quarter, if my memory serves me correctly. After the Singleton run, which was mid-late 4th quarter, it was definitely over. Before then, it felt like Penn State still had it in the bag. I think it's part of the reason why they kept Abdul Carter out, whereas tonight he's played quite a lot and has had an impact. But we'll have to see what happens here. All I can say is analytically, like per what FPI views Penn State as, Penn State's punching above their weight class. FPI thinks that Notre Dame is an Ohio State, Texas caliber team, and they actually view Penn State as the black sheep of the semifinals, where they're ranked 6th, and then Notre Dame, Texas, and Ohio State are top 3 in FPI. But here we are. Penn State has the ball. 1st and 10 at their 15. It is going to be a fake throw that's caught by Tyler Warren. Warren is not off to the races quite, but it's 1st and 10 out to the 38. It was a nice throw under pressure by Aller from Warren. And then they're going to go quickly to the line here, I believe. Yes, I think I might actually be a little bit behind. They're going to run Singleton on the outside. He cuts up, gets just about a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7 from the 40. 6:06 left, by the way, in the quarter. So take from that what you will. They're going to go no huddle again. Aller is going to run, and he's just going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They're trying to go up tempo to get Notre Dame off guard. Don't know if I like that from Penn State. I will say that Notre Dame's doing better on the line of scrimmage. But this is a pretty even game. What can I say? So you don't want the drive to fizzle out here if you're Penn State. I know you picked up a 1st down. You can flip the field. But you want to pick it up here. Like a score here, especially a touchdown from any team, is just huge. And Aller's going to get pressured. No, he escapes. He's going to get sacked, though. Yup, he's going to get sacked for an 8-yard loss. Notre Dame got pressure, and they got home. So it'll be another, not 3 and out, but a 1st down that really didn't mean much of anything for Penn State. They're going to have to punt this football away. I didn't like the up-tempo. There's no reason to go up-tempo. Part of me gets it because Notre Dame's defense got tired early, but they're not tired anymore. Like, be willing to go slow and keep them on the field for quite a while. And where are they out to? Are they out to the 30 again? Like, something Notre Dame's doing a really good job of is they're always winning the field position battle, no matter what. All right, we're at a break. Yeah, this game feels like one that's going to come down to the final few minutes or so. We're only 79 likes away, guys, from 300. So if you can, like the video, subscribe, hit the bell. I'd appreciate if you do all those things. Wow, it's just Notre Dame stepped up ever since that first half. Penn State's looked a little bit lethargic. I do know, though, that Penn State's offense kind of peaks in the second quarter. Then after that, it's not quite second quarter production, but better than first quarter. And then the defense for Penn State is, like, just kind of is what it is throughout all phases of the game. Penn State's broken 20 minutes of possession with 21:32 minutes. Both teams still have 13 first downs. Notre Dame just has that one turnover. If not for the one turnover, Notre Dame would be winning right now. 213 yards for Notre Dame to Penn State's 219. Real difference here right now is, again, Penn State. They haven't ran the ball. They've actually ran it for negative yardage since halftime, which is good adjustments for Notre Dame. But still, 138 yards on the ground for Penn State for 4.5 yards per carry. Notre Dame's still averaging 2.7 yards per carry with a touchdown. Their running backs are doing pretty well. Love and Aeneas Williams are, but Riley Leonard and Jadarian Price aren't even averaging 2 yards per carry. And they have 22 carries already. So, like, the whole team does. So, I wonder if Notre Dame can even get a field goal here and just amp up some of the pressure on Penn State. This is a very, very low-scoring, very close game. Both teams want to work that clock. I'm curious to see what happens. Very, very curious. I think the question with how everything's going right now is, can Penn State's defense hold on until their offense just finds offense again? Because Notre Dame clearly is the juice right now. This game could go to OT, and I don't think that's a crazy thing to potentially see coming. Thank you for that comment, Wolvergeek. Very good chance of that. I'm going to have to say, judging by the game trajectory, Notre Dame's probably going to win in a close one. That's very possible. They have the momentum right now. Leonard's back out on the field. Again, Notre Dame's missing 2 offensive linemen from the start of the game, unless Jagasaw started over Spindler, which I highly doubt is the case. Jeremiah Love is in the game. They're going to motion Mitchell Evans over. It's going to be a pass. It's going to be a pass to Mitchell Evans, and Evans is going to pick up a first down, or at least get 9 yards to make it 2nd and 1. They're just trying to get him the ball because he's their best receiving threat. He's a big guy. He's good at blocking. He wants to sub out, though. Got hit pretty hard at the end of that. It's going to be 2nd and 1. They're bringing in another tight end here. That tight end being Eli Raridon, or Raridon. 3:55 left in the third quarter. Leonard is checking with his guys. 5 on the play clock. It is going to be a QB power by Leonard, and Leonard is just going to pick up, gain of... Oh, Penn State says they have the ball. I don't know if they're going to rule him down or not, but Penn State says they have the ball after that play. They may take a look at this. No, it doesn't look like it. Yep. Oh, they might. Yeah, I think they might be taking a look at this, guys. They might take a look at this. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, oh, yep, they're going to spot it. That's what they're going to do. They're going to try and spot this, which I get it, but you typically don't see this. It's going to be 3rd and inches, guys. They may want to take a look at that, though, because they came out with the ball. Although I think forward progress was stopped beforehand, so I don't think that matters that much. But it's just an interesting series from the standpoint of they brought out the measuring stick to measure a potential first down. I thought Leonard got it. I thought Leonard got it, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he didn't. But it's taken a long time. The clock is rolling. If you're Penn State, I don't know if you want to play for the stop, because Notre Dame will go for it. I also don't know why you'd line up in shotgun if you're Notre Dame. That might be incredibly moronic depending on how this goes. It is going to be another QB power. I think Leonard got it, or did he not? I think they're going to give it. Yeah, they're going to give it to him. They're going to give it to him. He only needed what? Yeah. Yep, they're going to give it to him. 1st and 10. At the 38, he just got enough for it. Didn't need all that much. Penn State got good penetration there. But it's hard to stop, third and inches, essentially. So 1st and 10 at the 38. 2:16 left in the quarter. Jeremiah Love is back behind Riley Leonard. He motions him out. It's going to be a passing play, and Leonard is sacked by Dennis Sutton for, I think, a loss of 2, maybe 3. Yeah, about a loss of 2, maybe a loss of 1. It'll be 2nd and 12, 2nd and 11. Jeremiah Love is still in there. Around Leonard, with Leonard. 1:40 left in the quarter. They motion Mitchell Evans over to the right side. Probably be used as a blocker. Love is just going to get to the 41 of Notre Dame. So that will be 3rd and 7, probably. They're going to rule it 3rd and 9. Interesting. Third and 9. Third and 9 from the Notre Dame 40. This could be the last play for Notre Dame in the third quarter. Won't be the last play overall. Well, maybe it is. Depending on how long it takes to develop, it could be. But I think they'll snap it with more than 10 on the clock. They do. Notre Dame sends a little bit of pressure. He is hit as he throws, and wow, it's caught. Number 1, Jaden Greathouse catches it right as it's thrown. That was Greathouse on Zion Tracy. And now Notre Dame is inside of Penn State territory yet again. Good throw by Leonard under pressure, and I will tell you, this Penn State secondary has looked a little bit suspect throughout this game. Leonard's definitely been the better QB than Drew Aller, I can tell you that for sure. And Leonard gets out of bounds. He's having to run for his life. But he's extending drives. Yeah, that was a hold. But I think it was like right as the play occurred. And this will be the end of the third quarter, I do believe. Huge drive here for Notre Dame. Will they try and get a playoff? They might. They do. It is going to be a run from Jeremiah Love. Love gets, it's going to make it only third down. I think maybe 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2. Yeah, Notre Dame's doing a really good job of making it 2nd and short, 3rd and short to keep Penn State honest defensively. That's the end of the third quarter, by the way, guys. Still 10-10. Notre Dame with a 63.5% chance to win. They're just able, right now, Notre Dame's 7 of 11 on third down. And that, if that remains, they're going to win. They're 7 of 11 guys on third down. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And Notre Dame has a TOP advantage now. Like, they've kept him on the field for much of this third quarter. Wouldn't be shocked if they score here. We're going to take a bit of a commercial break. I'm going to drink some water, insert some ads. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Check the chat. Stellar catch by Greathouse, yes. Notre Dame wins this game. Aller needs to step it up big time. Says 3-4-3 films. Yeah, right now, Notre Dame certainly looks like the better team, which is interesting compared to how the first half went. Penn State's defense is getting worn down. I think Notre Dame defense has a little bit of gas left, but they're slowing down a lot fourth quarter. Should be exciting, says the extra yard. I hope people aren't ahead of me. Let me see if maybe it glitched. Oh, I am able to speed up just a little bit, I believe. Wesley concert. Don't worry, Vegas called at half. Well, I mean, Penn State finished as a favorite. I don't know exactly what happened. Must have been like maybe a ton of Penn State action like right before kickoff that massively shifted it, I guess. Like, let me see with the public betting percentages what happened here. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. A lot of money came in on Penn State. Must have been sharps or something, because Notre Dame barely won the public betting percentage, like percentage of bets, but Penn State has more money on them. So, yeah, I mean, maybe it's interesting. Definitely Vegas is pulling for Notre Dame here because they'll earn more money. They'll earn more money. Although money line strongly favored Notre Dame here. I think regardless, I think Vegas is more interested in Ohio State versus Texas for sure. So it's going to be 3rd and 2 for Notre Dame. Notre Dame's done very well through the air. Like, that's something that I've been impressed by. Is Notre Dame's averaging almost 8 yards per pass attempt. They're clearly winning the air battle. Like, Penn State's still winning the line of scrimmage, but we've seen this from multiple games with Penn State, like against Oregon and now this game, where Penn State wins the ground game, but their passing offense is essentially neutered. This is going to be a reverse, and wow, easy first down there from Notre Dame. Easy first down by Thomas. and they're inside the red zone. Just a little bit of a jet sweep there. Notre Dame's second half adjustments have really taken over after Penn State jumped out to that double-digit lead. Like, these teams have almost completely changed. It's interesting. But Notre Dame has it 1st and 10. They're at the 16-17 of Penn State. Penn State has been dead offensively, and I'd say even defensively, for about a quarter. High snap from Leonard. It's in the corner of the end zone. It's incomplete, but there is going to be a flag. Kobe King was trying to cover Eli Raridan, the big tight end. So it'll be PI. Notre Dame will have it in prime position to score. Very prime position. They're given a 70% chance to win, by the way, guys. And they're averaging over 3 yards per carry now, so they're beginning to get the ground game going just a little bit. Yeah, pass interference will make it half the distance to the goal. It's just a complete mismatch right there. Complete mismatch in favor of Notre Dame. And oh wow, no, it's the full 15 yards. It's not half a distance to the goal. Like, Notre Dame's literally at the Penn State 3. Yeah, I mean, Notre Dame is all the momentum. They're at the Penn State 2. Holy cow. What a change of events from the half. It is going to be a handoff by Jeremiah Love, and Love gets a touchdown. Leans over, touchdown Notre Dame. They're up 16-10 with 14:07, and Penn State's defense just looks tired. Wow. They've outscored Penn State 17-0 since Penn State took that lead. That's insane. Insane. And it will be 17-0 or 17-10 pending the extra point. Wow. Wow. That's just... I can't even believe it. Although, let me see if, like, analytics foreshadowed this. Oh, yeah, actually, Notre Dame's offense is really good out of half. Penn State's is not. So that kind of foreshadows it, I guess. Let me look at defense. Scoring defense. Interesting. Well, yep, 17-0. They didn't exactly stop forward. No, they didn't, because Love is just that good. Love kept churning. It's 17-10 right now for Notre Dame. Big play right there. They're given an 80% chance to win, by the way. They're outgaining Penn State. They have the TOP advantage, the first down advantage. And it looks like Notre Dame has all the momentum now. Don't know if Penn State's going to be able to come back from this. But we'll see. This is an exciting game so far. $14:07 left in the game. If you're Penn State, you got to score a touchdown here to stop the bleeding. Long drive, make it a touchdown, steal the momentum back. If you're Notre Dame, get a quick 3 and out, and if you make this 24-10 or even 20-10, the game's over. Fair caught by Singleton. Penn State looks pretty demoralized body language-wise, but we'll see if they can respond here. 1st and 10. Remember, they went up 10-0. Felt like they were the much better team, and now Notre Dame just scrappily, mainly through keeping them honest in the air, has done things. They've moved the ball, more so through the air than even on the ground. They've used the ground, they've used the air to open up the ground. Critical drive here for both of these teams. 1st and 10 from their own 25. It is going to be a play action for Aller. Aller is going to throw it. And it's caught by Tyler Warren on the sidelines. And Warren is down. But he's getting back up very slowly. If you're Penn State, you hope that he's okay. There's a big play out to about the 40 of Notre Dame. Just, yup. Nope, out to about the 48. Out to about, the 48 of Notre Dame. Big play right there from Aller. First big passing play of the day, really, from Drew Aller. And the clock's going to resume right now. And it will be a handoff. And it was a fake to number 16, Khalil Dinkins. It's only going to be a gain of 1, maybe 2. Going to be 2nd and 9. This is 4-down territory, I think, if you're Penn State. Just my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong, but Notre Dame has all the momentum. They've outscored you 17 to nothing ever since that 10-point lead. You got to get points here. 13-11 left in the fourth quarter. Game on the line. It is going to be a read option by Aller. Aller keeps it. Aller dives forward. I think Aller has the first down. He should. Yes, he does. Nice pull there by Drew Aller on the read option. And now Penn State is inside the 40. They're at the 38-37. Haven't seen Tyler Warren check back in the game yet. They got Luke Reynolds out there. If you're Penn State, you really need Tyler Warren. But they have Dinkins and Reynolds out there. It is going to be a fake. And they have Khalil Dinkins down the sidelines. Dinkins is inside the 16. At the 19. Not inside the 16. Inside the 20. He's at the 19, 18. It'll be 1st and 10. Penn State now inside the red zone. 1st and 10 at the Notre Dame 18. They're responding. Aller's making throws. Kotelnicki's calling better plays. Warren is now back in the game. 12 left. 12 minutes, guys, left in the game. Huge drive here by Penn State. Huge opportunity for Notre Dame's defense to come away and still maintain the momentum. Kaytron Allen, he might be gone. No, down at the 8. Now you see Penn State getting back to what they knew from earlier. It's going to be 1st and 10, I believe. And that was a hold on, who was that? Number 3 for Penn State. Number 3, who are you, number 3? Julian Fleming with a hold. Bad hold right there. Good run by Kaytron Allen, but bad hold by Julian Fleming. They're going to hand it off again to Kaytron Allen, and Allen's just going to pick up a gain of like 1, maybe 2. 2nd and goal from the 7, maybe from the 6. Notre Dame's still given a 67.6% chance to win. That's not going to change, by the way, unless Penn State scores a touchdown here. Singleton's in the game. Warren is in the game. Dinkins is in the game. I think they only have like one receiver in Harrison Wallace. Yup, to the right side. This is a pretty tight, big formation here. They hand it off to Singleton, and Singleton's going to barrel into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. So it is 16-17. Should be 17-17 pending the extra point. Nice response there by Penn State, where they won the trenches. And more importantly, Aller was able to keep Notre Dame honest through the air. Singleton has his 2nd rushing touchdown of the day. He crosses 60 yards. He's going to finish this game with over 11 rushing touchdowns. What a game for him. Also has 23 receiving yards, too. So he might have another game with over 100 all-purpose yards. And Penn State responds pretty quickly. Extra point is up and good. So it's 17-17 in the fourth quarter. Penn State responds there fairly quickly. Got about 4 minutes off the clock. Regained the lead in the TOP battle. They converted some third downs there. Actually, they really didn't, if I'm being honest. They just had a seamless drive. Boom, 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 boom. For Penn State, what you need to do in this next series is get Notre Dame off the field on third down, because Notre Dame's 8 of 12, which is, let me just look at how Notre Dame has been this year on offense. That's fairly unusual. They're 78th, Notre Dame is, in third down conversion percentage. 78th. And they're converting 67% of their third downs on the Nittany Lions. So it's either unsustainable for Notre Dame, or they found something with Penn State, and it feels like it's the latter, and Mike Denbrock has just found something. So this is going to be a game that I think is going to fulfill at least one of my predictions, that it will come down to the wire. My 24-20 Penn State prediction still in play. All that has to happen is Notre Dame gets a field goal and Penn State gets a touchdown, and 24-20 Penn State. That's my prediction, is still in play. I could also see it going the other way, where it's 24-20 Notre Dame. I mean, Penn State just kind of stole back the momentum after Notre Dame really punched it in. But we'll have to see what happens on defense for the Nittany Lions. And offense. Bless me with my nose. Oh. The game will probably be over at 11:15. I'll probably be live at 11:45 at the latest. Maybe 11:30. I mean, later if it goes into overtime, I got to get probably 15-20 minutes to edit some of the stuff, maybe a little bit less than that, and then I'll be ready to go. So Penn State's outgaining Notre Dame 294-270. Penn State's winning the turnover battle, but I think Notre Dame being so effective on third downs compensating for that a bit. Both teams have 17 first downs. Both teams have around 25 minutes of TOP. Difference here, although after that first drive, after that last drive where Aller threw really good balls, it's not that different. Penn State's averaging 7.2 yards per pass attempt. Notre Dame's averaging 7.8 there. Notre Dame's averaging 3 yards per carry to Penn State's 4.7. Notre Dame has 53 total plays. Penn State has also 53 total plays. Gabriel Nwosu kicks it off. The difference in yardage and yards per play is the special teams. Notre Dame constantly gets shorter fields. Penn State's gotten stuck with longer fields. That's the explanation. These teams have been pretty equal, all said and done. So let's see what Notre Dame can do. 17-17 is what it is right now. Notre Dame given a 55.3% chance to win this game. They've had a few scoring drives that have been long, that have rested their defense. They need to get down and put something up now, I would say. Leonard is back there with Jeremiah Love. 1st and 10, 10-20 left in the game. This feels like it's going to be an all-time classic, guys. I'm already getting nervous here. Leonard is back to throw, has good protection, and it is picked off. Oh my gosh, he threw a pick. He threw a pick to deny Dennis Sutton? What? Oh my gosh, Riley Leonard, what are you doing? He just threw a pick to deny. He threw a pick to a D-end. What are you doing? Look, how do you even do that? Not to sound like I'm a Notre Dame who's upset with it, fan, that I'm biased, but oh my gosh, how do you do that? He tried to loft it to Evans, and it was just so low. The ball didn't even release correctly. It was also a wonderful jump by Sutton, but it was a little underthrown. He throws it a bit higher. Mitchell Evans probably gets that. But now it's 1st and 10 for Penn State at the Notre Dame 40. Penn State's winning. Penn State kind of looks like Notre Dame here, guys. where they're winning the turnover battle, they're relying on the run, and Kaytron Allen gets a gain of 6 to the 34 of Notre Dame. Oh my gosh. Riley Leonard. I'm just going to write down in all caps. What are you doing? If Penn State scores here, you've spotted them anywhere from 6 to 10 points. If you're Leonard, that's horrible. Quick snap. It is going to be a pass, and it is incomplete to Harrison Wallace. So 3rd and 6, like Penn State might actually have to punt here, depending on what happens, which would be pretty damning given their turnover margin. They also might go for it, though. 508 concurrent viewers, guys. Like the video and hit the subscribe button. Help us get to 300 likes. We're only 63 likes away from 300. Help us get there. Please and thank you. Notre Dame's totally going to blitz here. And Aller's going to run a QB draw. Aller is going to easily pick up that first down. Get inside the 25. That's 1st and 10. Nice play call there by Andy Kotelnicki. And that's a huge 3rd down conversion. Penn State hasn't had a 3rd down conversion, guys, since the first half. And now they have, like, one of the biggest ones in the game. Like here, at this point, you're either getting a field goal, most likely, or you're taking the lead if you take care of the football. 1st and 10. 9 minutes left in the game. This is clutch time. Something Franklin has struggled with, and something that Freeman, until really these past 2 playoff games, has struggled with. Aller, he's looking to pass. Is he going to get it to Warren? And it's intercepted. It's picked off by Notre Dame. Wow. He underthrew that one, Aller did, but there is a flag. Wouldn't be shocked at all if this one... If this was PI, because they hit Warren a bit early. Would not be shocked at all if this was PI. It looks like it's going to be PI, but we'll see, guys. Yeah, Yup, it's PI. That's what it looked like PI. But I just didn't know. You always want to call the game like it is, but that's a killer penalty on Notre Dame. Bad ball by Aller, but number 8 for Notre Dame just got in his face, never turned around. Clear interference there. It would have been a pick. It was a nice play there by Jack Kaiser, the veteran at linebacker, but Adon Schuler ruined it. Adon Schuler could have looked up in the air and did nothing, and that would have been a pick, or at least an incomplete. So now Penn State has it 1st and goal. It's from the 9, so it's not... Bless me. With my nostrils. Yeah, that was a big PI penalty. Wow. Penn State's now given a set. Just at the beginning of the 4th quarter, 83.8% chance Notre Dame was going to win. Now it's a 75.5% chance Penn State's going to win. And I have a feeling Notre Dame might cook up something here to get back in the game and a score. Or they might hold Penn State to maybe just 3 points. We'll have to see. That'd be a win for the Notre Dame defense after the throw that Leonard made. It is going to be 1st and goal, though, from the 9. It is going to be a snap. It is going to be a run for Kaytron Allen. Kaytron Allen gets down to the 6. So it's about a 3-yard run. 2nd and goal from the 6. I mean, I think if you're Franklin here, you just take the points no matter where you are. You don't go for it. Because you take the lead. Your defense overall has played pretty well. Leonard is probably, 2 picks in a game is pretty bad. 8:18 left in the game. Remember, Penn State has the ball. They're driving. It's 2nd and goal from the 6, from the 7. Penn State's using that clock. They want to rest their defense. It is going to be another handoff for Nicholas Singleton, and Singleton's in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. His 3rd rushing score of the day. And just like that, the Nittany Lions have the momentum. They are going to get 24 points pending the extra point. And we had a 17-point swing for Notre Dame and now a 14-point swing for Penn State right there. Wow. And Penn State has almost 200 rushing yards for 4.8 yards per carry. It's crazy. $7:55 left in the game, and knowing how Notre Dame drives down the field, this might be like their final drive right here for Notre Dame. This might be it. And the extra point is good. 24-17 Penn State. They are given an 84% chance to win this game per ESPN's Football Power Index. They have 318 total yards to Notre Dame's 270, plus 2 in the turnovers, 19 first downs to Notre Dame's 17, 27 minutes and 39 seconds of possession to Notre Dame's 24-26. Had a commercial break. They're 3 of 10 on third down, 2 of 2 on fourth down. Notre Dame's 8 of 12 on third down. Their issues have not been converting third downs. Their issues have been taking care of the football, which ironically is what Notre Dame's good at. So we're at a commercial break here. I'm going to insert some ads, but also answer some questions. We're only, I'll mention this after I insert the ads. All right. Thank you all, by the way, everyone, for, super chats and different stuff. I appreciate that a lot. Let me see what everyone's saying. Oh, I accidentally had this up the whole time, guys. It's my bad. I think the ball was picked either way, but that is PI. Yes. My heart can't handle another OSU PSU game. Yeah, especially here's the thing, too. If Aller's on and Leonard is on, Aller being on can actually exploit some things probably in Ohio State's defense just a little bit. I don't know if Leonard can, because as bad as Ohio State's pass defense made look Penn State's passing offense, Penn State was still able to get some looks with Warren that they wanted, and if their receivers were better, I think they maybe could have done some more things against Ohio State. Like, Penn State's roster, guys, is really good. Notre Dame's is too, but I think what this game has shown me, and I wrote this down for the fourth quarter, and I think this will be my take of the game regardless of who wins. Penn State is the better roster, but Notre Dame's better coached. It's why Notre Dame's 8 of 12 on third down, and I think has played more consistently to their identity, and it's still a game. Whereas Penn State's roster and talent alone, I feel like the Denai Dennis Sutton pick that happened without PI, or did it happen with PI? Like, what were you guys saying? All right. Gabriel Nwosu's going to kick it off for Penn State. $7:55 left in the game. This is the Orange Bowl. This is a close game. Back and forth. A lot of momentum swings for both of these teams. Gabriel Nwosu kicks it off, and it will be... Nope, I think Notre Dame's going to try and return it. Yes, they are. And they only get out to the 19. I don't think that was a wise decision, but that was like Penn State's earlier, where they tried to get the momentum on a return, and it just, you can bring it back to the house, but they didn't, and Notre Dame didn't either. Now they have to go 81 yards to tie this game up. 7:49 left in the ball game. Both teams have the 2-minute warning, of course. Both teams have all 3 of their timeouts. I mean, I would expect there to be more drives from both of these teams. We're only 50 likes away from 300. So please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell. I'd appreciate that a whole lot. Leonard is back there with Jadarian Price. After that interception, you wonder how he's going to respond. How will he respond after that interception? Snap, and Jadarian Price is swallowed up in the backfield for a loss of 4, maybe a loss of 5 by Deni Dennis Sutton, number 33, and number 28 for Penn State. That being, is that Luke Talich? Or am I getting that wrong? Oh, no, that's Notre Dame. Zane Durant. My bad. Uneducated moment by me. 2nd and 14 for Notre Dame at their own 14. It is going to be a pass from Leonard. Leonard, it's caught by Greathouse. Greathouse gets about, I would say, 10 of those yards back, maybe 11. Yeah, yep, he got 11. It's going to be 3rd and 3. Nice play there by Denbrock, who camera panned over to. He's calling the plays. He's one of the best OCs in the country. Both of these OCs have done a very good job, I think, in the game overall. Especially Kotelnicki at capitalizing off of turnovers and coming out with the clutch plays when you need them. 3rd and 3 for Notre Dame. Leonard is in there with Aeneas Williams. Let's see what happens. Leonard is back to pass. He is going to try and scramble, and he dumps it off to Greathouse on a nice little trick play, picks up the first down and then some, out to the 32. 1st and 10. Good play by Leonard there. Clock, of course, is rolling. Time at this point is probably, I would say, Penn State's friend, because at worst, you're going to let Notre Dame tie it up. So 6:24 left in the game. 1st and 10. Love checks in for Price. It was a nice catch there by Greathouse, and also a nice play by Leonard right there. And he had, the blocking broke down a little bit, but Notre Dame's O-line in the second half has done a better job of protecting Leonard. They haven't given up nearly as much pressure. They've done a better job in run blocking. Abdul Carter is out there, though. Beats his guy. Oh, that's a face mask. You should call that. And Jeremiah Love has it. It's going to be 2nd down. They're not going to call. That was a face mask on Abdul Carter. He's getting held very often. That was like as clear of a face mask as I could see. 2nd and 4, though. What are they doing? Guy's helmet came off. See, with the Skycast, you can see everything. So, like, I've noticed, like, whether it's Julian Fleming holding Notre Dame's corner, or whether it's, like, Carter being held. Like, you just see things on the All-22 that's very beautiful. And also frustrated. Like, if you're a Penn State fan, that frustrates you. If you're a Notre Dame fan, it frustrates you. Like, why? Fleming was obviously holding his guy. All right, guys, keep subscribing, keep liking. I'm enjoying this. We're getting more concurrent viewership. And Leonard is going to have a designed QB run, picks up a 1st down, gets hit hard. He's out to about the 46. By how Notre Dame's playing this, I think this is going to be the drive for Notre Dame to tie it up. If they don't get a touchdown here, the game's probably over, depending on what happens. They're going quick tempo. Nope, they slow it down a little bit, want to get their looks. 5:25 left in the game. It's 1st and 10 for the Irish. They're at their own 44. Leonard is going to have a QB draw. Going to get it out to Jeremiah Love, who hurdles a guy. Gets out to, I think, maybe a gain of 3 or 4. Nice effort play by him, but Penn State guarded that pretty well overall. Yeah, Love just gets a gain of 2. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 47. Notre Dame, again, very good job at converting 3rd downs. They're 9 of 13 on 3rd down right now. 9 of 13. It's crazy. And Love is playing with some energy and fight. Broke some tackles there. Penn State read that play well overall. 2nd and 8. 4:50 left in the game. I'm telling you, Notre Dame is just like, they want this to be the drive. And someone fell down. That was Greathouse there. That's going to be a touchdown by Notre Dame. Busted play. 4:39 left in the game. Busted play. I mean, Penn State's secondary's just had a bad game today. A bad game. Leonard is now averaging over 10 yards per pass attempt. It's going to be 24-23. 24-24, depending on the extra point. So Penn State's just playing single high safety. We're trying to stop the run, and Greathouse's man just falls over. And therefore Notre Dame scores pretty quickly. And they have all the momentum back. Wow. That's... Hoo-wee. That's crazy. And they make the extra point, right? Yeah, Penn State's secondary has just been got. Yup. Extra points up and good. Wow. I mean, well, what you have to think if you're a Penn State fan is how is this defense going to stop OSU? Like, if you win this game, like, it's a good win if Penn State holds on here, but how are you going to stop? Oh, of course they switched to an ad. It's just that right there. Penn State had all the momentum, and yeah, it was shocking. This is Sam calling a 54 huge play at such low energy had me confused. It's just it shocked me. It shocked me. Like you don't see that from Notre Dame, but it was a good play. It's just Penn State guy fell over. You know what it reminded me a lot of? The Peach Bowl from 2022, where Lathan Ransom fell over and let Arian Smith run off to the end zone. That was crazy. Wow. Just incredible play by Greathouse. Good read by Leonard, by the way, not panicking. Penn State now has a 55.3% chance to win. That went from 85.4 to 53.4. At one point, it was at 89.6. Wouldn't be shocked here if Notre Dame's defense maybe forces a 3-and-out. We'll have to see how it goes. But my 24-20 Penn State prediction's dead because Notre Dame scored more than 20. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here on this next drive with 4:38 left in the fourth quarter. 4:38. Penn State going to win with a walk-off field goal, most likely, unless Notre Dame gets a crazy stop, but their defense is too tight. We'll have to see. Notre Dame's defense has stepped up before. But maybe they will win with a walk-off field goal. We'll have to see. The thing is with Penn State is Notre Dame scored, and I think Notre Dame, of course, you take a touchdown if you can get it, but it felt like Notre Dame wanted to run down the clock and make this the final drive. Penn State now gets like 4 minutes, 38 seconds to operate, which could be a benefit to Notre Dame because they can get the ball back and win. But Penn State could also now run their normal offense and, run the football, use clock, and not have to go no huddle and probably get into field goal range. That's kind of my thoughts on this whole thing. But it was such a good game. We've been blessed, truly. Going for gold _85. Thank you for the $2 super chat. This is why we love college football. Yes. Yes, exactly. This is why we love college football. It's a huge back and forth game. But I never would have thought. So, see, Penn State's averaging 4.8 yards per carry. Notre Dame's averaging 2.8. But Notre Dame's averaging 9.2 yards per attempt, and Penn State's averaging 6.8. So the air attack is helping Notre Dame. And PSU's DBs just being undisciplined. I think that this is a pretty bad showing from a Penn State secondary. This is something that I've been wrong on in this game, is I thought Penn State's secondary would lock up these receivers. And they have in parts, but they've allowed so many big plays that I can't exactly say that they've locked them up. Okay, out of the end zone, 4:38 left in the game, and Penn State's offense comes on the field 1st and 10 from their 25. Now, keep in mind, they can probably run their normal offense here, but also that Notre Dame, if they can get a stop, based off of how they've marched down the field, it wouldn't, Notre Dame's offense has been on this half. They've scored 21 of their 24 points. Both offenses, of course, have been on in the fourth quarter, but we'll have to see. Thank you again for that super chat, by the way. And false start, I believe, yep, on Penn State's going to be 1st and 15. And with how Penn State's pretty much failed to convert those third downs, that's a pretty damning penalty right there. So 1st and 15 now from the 20. And with that false start, Notre Dame's given a 55.2% chance to win. That false start is such a... The computers think it's such a big play, and it really is. But can Penn State be clutch? If they win this game, that's a clutch moment for this team and for this staff as well. Aller back to throw. Singleton has wide open space, out angles his man. Singleton gets out all the way to the 30. So it'll be 2nd and 5. Got basically a 5-yard gain and also got the penalty yards back. Clock's ticking now, and if you're as long as you pick up first downs, the clock's Penn State's friend. The clock becomes Notre Dame's friend if it's 3rd and 5. Or if it's like if it's 3rd down, I'd say, period, because of how poor Penn State's been there. Singleton almost gets wrapped up in the backfield, but then gets a gain of 3 anyway, maybe a gain of 2, so it'll be third and short. If you're Penn State, you can run there. Maybe you can pass. Clock continues to tick. By the way, guys, if not for that false start, Notre Dame, Penn State would already have extended the chains, and they would have a first down. This is a huge 3rd down play right here for Penn State and also for Notre Dame's defense. And Notre Dame is just going single high safety. They're saying we're going to sell out to stop the run no matter what. And Aller is going to do his best to pick up the first down, but he can't. Only gets a gain of 1. So 3 and out right there for Penn State, unless they decide to go for it. But no, it looks like James Franklin's going to send out the punt unit. That false start, in truth, was a killer for Penn State, because Mitch Jeter's been accurate all season long. Wow. Fourth and 3. Riley Thompson's going to punt this one away. It's going to be fair caught at the 22, I believe, for Notre Dame. 2:34 left in the game. Notre Dame definitely has the momentum here. That false start just killed them. It killed Penn State. 2:34 left in the game, guys. That's all we have left. Let's see if Notre Dame drives down and either gets a touchdown or I don't know what they do. But Notre Dame can now run the ball. They have basically 4 timeouts. So they can play an honest offense. 24-24. Tied up. 2:34 left in the game. Let's see what happens. It will be a handoff. It's blocked well. Jadarian Price gets it to 2nd and 1, which is exactly where you want it if you are Notre Dame. 2nd and 2. But you want it short. That's where you want it. Is Notre Dame going to try and go like no huddle here? I'd take it down to the 2-minute warning if I were them. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. They're going to wait for the 2-minute warning now. I think. Yes, that's exactly what's going to happen. Yep. 2-minute warning. 2nd and 2 for Notre Dame. They're given a 63.1% chance to win. Wow, just what a game. What a game so far. What a game, ladies and gentlemen. This has been glorious. And we have a 2-minute warning. Okay, I'm going to go to the bathroom and I'll be right back. All right, we are back. Let me just quickly get a drink of water. Two minutes left in the game. Notre Dame has it. It's 24-24, 2nd and 2. From their own 32. Both these teams have fought through plenty of adversity here. Jeremiah Love is on the edge, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage. Good stop there from Penn State. Let's see if they can maybe force a Notre Dame punt. It's going to be 3rd and 2, but given how Notre Dame's converted so many third downs, I would suspect they're going to convert this one again. Penn State's lining up tight. Wouldn't be shocked to see like a bit of a speed option here. Nope, they just hand it off to Leonard. Leonard gets the first down pretty easily. 1:25 left in the game. Clock is ticking. Notre Dame just wants to get out of here with a field goal. Someone just took a timeout, though. I think Notre Dame may have taken a timeout. Nope, injured player for Penn State. 1st and 10, 1:20 left. It's going to come down to Mike Denbrock versus Tom Allen. It's a matchup where, honestly, I trust Denbrock more than I do Allen. Comes down to execution and time management. Yeah, unless Penn State can force a 3 and out, like right here, the game, I'd say, is over in Notre Dame's favor. Another thing to keep in mind, Penn State's +2 in the turnovers. You told me that during this game, I'd pick Penn State to like win by 10. And they might lose, despite being +2 in the turnovers. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Wow. But a lot of that's been negated by field position, where like Notre Dame has won the field position battle, which is slowly compensated for the yards they gave Penn State in turnovers. So really it's all evened out. Along with the fact that Penn State's been horrific on 3rd down, I think they've punted a lot more. Yeah, Notre Dame's punted 3 times, Penn State's punted 5 times. So really, these teams are practically equal. Again, I think that Penn State has the better roster, Notre Dame's better coached. And in a situation like this, you trust the better coaching staff. So, let's see what happens. 1:27 left in the game. Clock is going to start right now. Penn State has 2 safeties back there, so we know they're going to be conservative. They don't want to give up a touchdown here. Leonard back to throw. Leonard, he is going to be sacked. And I think Notre Dame will spend a timeout here. There is a flag. There is a flag, though. It's at the line of scrimmage. Will it be hands to the face? Looks like it is going to be on Penn State. Yep, they're moving. It's on Penn State. Hands to the face on Penn State. These boneheaded penalties. Wow. That is a killer right there. And now Notre Dame just has to get 15 more yards and Mitch Jeter can kick the game-winning field goal. Wow. 1:14 left in the game. 1st and 10 at the Penn State 49. Now if you're Notre Dame, you can probably run every play if you wanted. They are going to go back to pass. And Leonard is going to have to escape from the pocket. He's going to get out to the 45, maybe 46. It'll be 2nd down. Yup, 2nd down and 5 from the 44 of Penn State. 1:07 left, got out of bounds. He's so elusive. So elusive. Riley Leonard is. He's a really good rushing QB threat. 1:07. It's going to come down to Notre Dame's field goal here. Like whether they make it, whether they miss it. My guess is they'd make it. Their special teams have been awesome in the playoffs. Penn State sends an all-out blitz. They don't get home. Leonard is going to throw it away. And he was chased out of bounds by Abdul Carter. It's going to be 3rd and 5. This is the biggest third down conversion of the game here. I will tell you, no matter what happens, regardless of this third down conversion, if Notre Dame gets it, Penn State deserves to lose. And if they somehow win despite that, they get away with one. Now, if Notre Dame fails here, and it's 4th and 5, they'll probably punt. Because if you fail, you don't want to give Penn State a short field. And Penn State's not going to drive. They're not going to drive down the field in a minute. That's not going to happen. That's not how Penn State works offensively. It's just not. So 3rd and 5. Looks like Penn State wants to bring pressure. Will they? They bring a stunt of some kind. Leonard is going to get sacked. So Penn State gets the stop. They get the necessary stop. And it looks like no one's going to take timeouts. I think that's wise. I think if you're Penn State, you want to take this to overtime. Oh, someone took a timeout. Who took a timeout? Penn State took their first timeout. So, like, Penn State's pass defense has been good in the game when they can get pressure. When they can't, that's when things change. Yeah, it's 4th and 9. Keziah Izzard got the sack. Penn State's had 4 sacks today. 4. With a Riley Leonard that is not, oh, yeah. Leonard's mad. Leonard is furious. But Notre Dame's going to punt this ball away, and I think Penn State has a little bit of faith in its offense. Though part of me would almost take it to overtime. We'll have to see, though. I mean, both these... I don't know who you trust more in overtime. I feel like you trust Penn State more. But, again, coaching matters. This has just been a phenomenal game. And it's fair caught at the 16-15. I think if you're Penn State, what you do is you probably run. If you pick up a first down, at that point you can try to go to the end zone. If not, I don't know. Like, if not, I think you just let the clock run. Wow, we got 638 concurrent views. Guys, we only need 37 more likes to get to 300. Like this video, please, and thank you. I wonder if Penn State will like try and take a shot or something stupid like that. But I think they should just hand it off. That's exactly what they'll do. And it looks like Singleton is going to... What is he going to get? Did you hear Franklin? Why don't you take the timeout? He did. Okay, good. I was gonna say that was a 1st and 10. Okay, now they're gonna. Yep. So they got a first down. Oh my gosh! Aller threw a pick. That was bad. Aller threw a pick and Notre Dame has it in Penn State territory. Hoo-wee. And that is going to be ball game. I bet you. That was just a bad read. They ran it. Let's see if he had possession of it. He got hit as he threw. And yeah, Harrison Wallace was playing defense. Yup, that's a pick, I think. That sure is a pick. Wow. And they have it at the Penn State 44. They really only need they're going to review it, but they only need 10 yards to get a to get a field goal. They'll review it though, but oh my gosh, this game's cinema and Penn State just can't stop shooting themselves in the foot. I don't know if he had control of it. Yeah, he did. That's a pick. Good play by him. What was that? I think it's 28. That was Luke Talich, I believe. Or Christian Gray. Yeah, that was Christian Gray. Yup, so if you're Notre Dame, you have all 3 of your timeouts, and that was just, oh my gosh. If you're Penn State, you got your defense has to step up again. Wow. Holy cow. Yeah, they're going to review it, and that's going to be game. Really good game, but Aller in big games, I tell you, is not, it's bad. Really close game, but that was a bad pick. Yup, it is a pick. So, if you're Penn State, you're relying on your special teams and you're relying on your defense. That's what you're doing now. 33 seconds left in the game. 1st and 10 from the 44. It is going to be a run for Leonard, and Leonard gets, I think, across the 40 pretty easily. And yeah, Notre Dame calls a timeout. Yup, they're at the 37. So this would be a 57-yarder for Jeter. They're just going to run it and take timeouts. That's all they're going to do. Wow. Well, I mean, what a coaching job by Freeman. What a coaching job by him. Honestly, they're going to move on to 14-1. I know they're going to make the kick here. They're going to move on to 14-1, play for a national championship. And Franklin is, despite having his most wins ever in a season, he's going to go on without beating a single, like, actual top 10, top 5 team for at the nth year in a row outside of the 2016 year where they beat Ohio State and Wisconsin. Wisconsin was top 10 that year. Ohio State was top 5. Just not at Clemson or Alabama's level, but top 5. They're probably going to run again, I would say. Yup. They're going to give him forward progress to the 35. So it's going to be 3rd down and like 2. And I think, Notre Dame called another timeout. 2nd. What an amazing game. And also, look at all the concurrent viewers we have. Almost 700. We only need 7 likes to get up 300, guys, by the way. So please do me a favor and do that. Third and 3 from the 35. If Penn State can hold them to like a 4th and 3, I don't know if Notre Dame goes for it or not. Probably they attempt the long field goal because it doesn't like do anything to hurt them. We'll see, though. And, oh my gosh, that was killer. Pass complete to Jaden Greathouse out to the 25. It's a 1st down. And Notre Dame calls another timeout, I believe. Or are they going to spike it? Yeah, they're gonna try and spike it. Yep. So 15 seconds left. 2nd and 10 from the 25. At this point, you run to center the field goal. And, yeah, I mean, barring some type of miracle here for Penn State, this is the game. Wow. Unbelievable. Mitch Jeter has, like, a leg. So, 25 plus 7's 32. This would be a 42-yarder. He'll make that easily. How do you like Notre Dame's chances against Texas or OSU? I don't like them at all. I just straight up don't like it at all. I don't. I think that against Texas they could win. for the sole purpose that Texas sputters on offense, but I wouldn't pick that to happen. I wouldn't at this point. 14 seconds left. It's third and 10 from the 25 of Penn State. Penn State used their second timeout. So both teams only have one timeout. Just wow from Aller. That was painful from Aller. At the end of the day, Notre Dame being 11 of 16 on third down is what won them it. If Penn State somehow wins, I don't know what to say. It'd be a miracle win. A miracle win if Penn State earns it. But they're not going to. I mean, Jeter has been very good in the postseason. And Penn State, I think, calls another timeout. They want all the time they can. I think. Yep, Penn State calls their final timeout. Wow. Whew. So, I'm a little bit behind. Guys, keep liking the video, by the way. I'm a bit behind. So, yeah. 4th and 8. This is going to be like a 40-yard field goal. Notre Dame will easily make this one. Easily. 12 seconds left in the game. Penn State will fall to third. As I said earlier in the video, and I'll hold on to it, Penn State losing this game makes the season, I think, kind of a disappointment. You know, you didn't win any big games. It's a 41-yard attempt for Jeter. He's making this one. He's making it. Penn State fans will try and make it hard, but they'll have about 9 seconds left to pull off what would be the equivalent of a miracle. And it's up and good. 27-24. 7 seconds left. Notre Dame's going to win. Barring an absolute miracle. Yeah, snap was good. Penn State got good penetration, but at the end of the day, it didn't matter. Clutch kick by Jeter. And they're just straight up going to win. If you're Penn State, what you just want to try and do is return it. I think that's your best chance, is to return it. Wow. Imagine beating Notre Dame in the turnover battle and losing. Wow. 8 seconds left. 8 seconds left. And Penn State fans are once again in that purgatory of mediocrity. Once again in that purgatory. Wow. So, by the way, Notre Dame scored 24 points in the second half. Penn State only scored 14. That was the real kicker for this game right here. The real kicker was Notre Dame roared back in the second half, and Penn State just kind of let it fall apart. Wow, just what a turn of events. What a good game. What a good game. 27-24, and they're going to kick it off. And they're going to let it bounce into the end zone for a touchback. So if you're Penn State, you really only have 2 plays. 2 plays. To somehow get this ball to the end zone and win. At the end of the day, it's not happening. They have Tyler Warren in, which is expected. He's your best weapon. Notre Dame got 3 safeties deep. Notre Dame just sends 3, and Aller throws it away. 5 seconds left. 4, actually. So this is the play right here. This is the play. Going out in their Hail Mary formation. Got to hope for a miracle. Will a miracle occur? No, it will not. Game over. Final score. Notre Dame 27. Penn State 24. And the Fighting Irish will advance to the national championship game. 14-1 for Notre Dame. That's the final score. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it very much. Remember to like, remember to subscribe, remember to hit the notification bell. Remember to comment your thoughts down below. We will be live, like I'm telling you, in 30 minutes to discuss this game. Notre Dame reaching the national championship game, Penn State going home, and the Cotton Bowl's tomorrow. So, yeah, wow, just what a game indeed. Notre Dame hasn't won a national title since 1988. Since then, they are a major choke artist in big games. And they've won, guys, 4 big games in a row. So, congrats to Notre Dame. Good for Marcus Freeman. And yeah, if 3-4-3 films, I would be mad if I were a Penn State fan. They're 0-3 against, like, actual top 10 opponents on the year. So, yeah. Game over. I will see you guys very soon. Again, 30 minutes. We'll go live covering this game. We'll talk about Notre Dame's future. I'll talk about Penn State's future. I'll react to the game in general. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.